some time to populate on the channel.
Did you send a tweet?
It should have sent a tweet. There we go. And we're live. Hello and welcome to Simming Sunday at Addictor Media. I'm Cece and I'm here with Mary.
What the hell was that?
You know how I'm not good with my right and my left?
Did you forget who I was again? For the second time in 5
No, I
minutes?
was trying to point at you. But then I had to remember which hand points towards you with the understanding that it's the opposite hand that it should be. Because it's pointing backwards, the opposite way that I'm pointing. So first I have to figure out which one's my right and which one's my left, and then I have to use the opposite.
I see. I gotcha.
So
I understand.
It took me a minute. So today what we are going to do a build shaped like R2-D2. And we're going to do it in 2D. So like we're going to do it our usual style where R2-D2 is a cookie cutter shape. And then we build a house around it. And you might be asking, why am I specifying this? Because that's what we always do. But earlier, Mark was like, you should build R2-D2, but you should do like the whole 3-dimensional robot. And I thought, maybe I could try that, because, you know, like, they have round roofs. So I attempted it, and it is a terrifying abomination.
I was gonna ask if Mark had ever seen one of our streams, and I just...
So, what we're gonna do, I don't know if you can see this.
What fucking hellscape?
Yes, so, given
PC.
this...
What the shit is
I was
that?
like, yeah, no.
You know what? I appreciate your dedication to the cause, but what the fuck?
Yeah. So I said, you know what? We'll do it 2D, because this is terrifying and it makes me sad. It's wild though, right? There's just no way to do all his little doodads on the roof and that, Speechless, I know. I was like, oh, I was gonna do this as like a nice thing for Mary because she had her week, but if I do it this way, then it's gonna be a horrible thing that I'm doing to her.
Yeah, Jesus, it's terrifying.
Like, I would never do this to your robot. That would be awful. So yeah, so we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it 2D.
You know what though? It still looks better than the R2-D2 popcorn maker.
Oh god, really?
Yeah, have you seen that one? It's terrifying.
No, but based on what you said so far, it's a very low bar. Alrighty, so the difficult part is going to be his round head.
Round head.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we probably don't want to do it with platforms if we can avoid that at all. So let's try doing it with fences. So we'll use a deck. And then we could do a deck and we can actually make it round, but we won't be able to roof it. But that might be better because there's a lot going on his head.
He's got the optical sensors, he's got so much.
I forgot all the controls to this game. Why?
You know, I was playing Stardew Valley earlier because I haven't played Stardew Valley in a while, and I haven't played like Stardew Valley like on my own in a while, and I forgot that I had left my original game in like late spring year 1.
Oh wow. I mean, legit, but I was actually just playing this like 10 seconds ago before I logged on, which is why I was late. I don't know what my problem is.
It's Sunday. It's been a week. It's fine. It's fine.
I've lost track of who has the brainstone.
It's not me. Mine's still on vacation. Mine's done. My brain's out today.
Let's see. Okay. I need to move this in a little bit because I forgot something important. And that important thing that I forgot.
His legs?
R2-D2 has legs.
He does. He has legs.
He's got little Legos. Okay. So we gotta make room for his legs. And they're round, which we're not going to do, but we could do them diagonal. There we go. Like that, probably. I didn't start it right at the top. I went down one. So we go 2.
Trying to like get all the social things happening, and it's just like, nah, f you, I don't wanna. So what made you think of R2?
You know, we've been watching Bad Batch, which R2's
Have
not
you?
in, but yes.
Which I would say R2's not in that show.
Yeah. But you know, it's
He's in that time period. Technically, he's in all time
they
periods.
don't, yes, R2 is all, R2 is life. But they don't have a droid of their own. So
Is that why is that why I like did not give a wild like okay, so of the shows, this is gonna be a as I haven't seen Resistance, but between Rebels and Clone Wars, I feel like I've spent less time watching Clone Wars.
But they have R2 in Clone Wars.
They do have R2 in Clone Wars,
Yeah.
but the first like 3 arcs don't have any droids. And we're on Tatooine.
Oh, well, you know, that's rough for you.
And Ryloth.
Yeah.
And Geonosis. And all those other crappy planets that I hate. Like, and
Yeah.
then there's no droid.
And then there's no droid.
And like, I love me some droids, though I will sell you out a little bit and say you forgot which droid I had the tattoo of.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no excuse. I literally
all right.
just saw y'all, so it's not like I was like, oh, quarantine, I don't remember anymore. Nope. There's no excuse. Oh, this looks pretty good.
Does.
Yeah, compared to this. this is my shame
It's just
here
so
in the background.
terrifying. You know, I meant to watch so much TV today, and I didn't do a damn thing. Because I was gonna watch, some Firefly.
Oh.
Because last night, David Blue, so every Saturday night before his watch party, David Blue has like a guest on where they sit and they chat and they talk. And he has all kinds of, like, he had Amanda Tapping on a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
He had that I can't remember his handle, but the astronomer who writes for Sci-Fi Wired, he had on. He's had a couple like really, really cool people on, because he knows some cool people.
Not Pamela Gay, right?
No. It's like the bad astronomer or something
Oh,
like that.
Philip.
Yes.
Phil Plait.
Yes.
Yes.
Him. Yeah, David had him on a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And
yes.
it was very
I know
fascinating.
Who that is.
It was the week that we got the images back from the Mars rover.
Oh yeah.
Or we did the little helicopter stuff, so they got to
Yeah.
have a really great conversation. And so last night he had Jewel State on,
Oh.
and I was so bummed because I love her. She's so wonderful, and I was a little bummed out. I was like, damn it.
You couldn't.
Like, and like
yeah.
the worst part is like, so he does this thing when he does it, and when he announces his guests, he makes it a game for everything.
Mhm.
He'll post clues in his Discord, and he'll keep it a surprise until the day until he announces them, obviously on his Twitch stream. But Jewel actually spoiled it mid-Friday afternoon.
Mhm.
Which, had I been doing my normal Friday afternoon evening things, I actually would have seen the tweet of
Mhm.
Jules, because I follow them both on Twitter.
Of course.
I would have seen it. I'm just like, son of a bitch. But so yeah, I meant to watch some Firefly today. I meant to watch a little bit of Star Wars. I meant to play some Mass Effect Andromeda, because I can't play Mass Effect until
Oh, yeah. Until
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Are you? Oh, you're gonna play Mass Effect on Tuesdays.
I'm gonna play Mass Effect. Yes, I have
Nice.
been so excited. I need you to know that my aunt just tagged me in a whole thing about Star Wars weddings. I'm not getting married. My aunt just knows that I love Star Wars, and I do want that lightsaber. That's a nice lightsaber. Oh shit, that's a really nice lightsaber. Y'all, I have an aesthetic, and it is Star Wars. If anyone wants to know what it is, it's Star Wars. Specifically, it is sassy astromech droids,
Mm-hmm.
Harrison Ford,
Mm-hmm.
and the Rebel Alliance, and X-Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Sassy X-Wing pilots are my thing. Also droidos. I do love my droids. And lightsabers. Did I send you Teffy's lightsaber?
No.
So Teff is doing Teffy Wonder is a friend of ours, and she is doing a Jedi Storm, like X-Men Storm cosplay, and so she ordered herself a custom lightsaber.
Oh, cool.
And it's really pretty. Some of these are really cool. Oh damn. I'm not a fan of all the, stormtrooper shit, but before you go, leave a note for the bride and groom. This is the most adjective wedding I've ever been to, and I had a adjective time. You guys looked like kind you must be. Because I love you both, I use this method of travel. The Death Star, an AT-AT, Whoop Bike, Tauntaun, TIE Fighter, Millennium Falcon, X-Wing, AT-ST, Land Speeder. To get from draw your planet here to you. Special feel, yes. But really I just came for the truth it is, cake. I always come for cake. My favorite thing about the day was blank, because I'm the wisest person you know. Here's the single most important super critical must-do item for a successful marriage. I wish you blank and lots of blank. XOXO your name. That's actually really cute.
Yeah.
Also, I will judge you if you come to an event of mine and anyone puts TIE Fighter. I will judge. Just for the record.
I mean, what if you had stolen that TIE Fighter from your
Okay.
escape from the Star Destroyer and you came straight there for the wedding?
That's fine. That's acceptable. That's an
Yeah.
acceptable use of TIE Fighters. I thought for like a second, for some reason, you were gonna reference when Ezra and Zeb stole the TIE Fighter.
Everyone
And
is
then
always stealing TIE Fighters, I feel like.
They're really fast.
Yeah, they're what's around, right? Like, if you need a fast
Yeah.
escape and you can't get back to your own ship and you have to steal a ship, it's probably a TIE Fighter.
Yeah. They also have the gunner seat. Most X-Wings don't have the gunner seats. And they actually forcibly stopped producing them for a while. It's a plot point in one of the... I think it must have been Rebels, because as I said, I did not watch a lot of Clone Wars. I was
Well,
like,
they
who's
wouldn't
live
have-
in Twitch? It's us.
It's us.
It's fine. I was like, what the fuck? So do you have any plans for this other than you wanted it to look like art? So of all of the shapes you've made thus far, this is the one that has looked the most... I don't want to say normal, because that implies all your other builds are weird, but it looks the most natural.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's not very diagonal, and it's not all that round. It would be nice if we
that's
could
true.
roof this, but it's fine. We're making it work. I actually probably could roof it, actually.
You probably could.
Yeah, so let me just see if this is gonna work or if it's just gonna be a shit show.
I mean, it's...
but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah, it really doesn't want to let you roof anything, does it?
This is just a wall. I'm just trying to put a wall. Okay,
Doesn't-
that you'll allow? And will you allow this? Okay. It has opinions about, like, the curves. Like, because this is... all that is curves, so it won't let me put...
The internet in general has opinions about curves, but,
I'm not sure if you mean what...
Yeah, just...
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I meant by that. Just ignore me. I just...
See, this is gonna look bad, though. I don't know why I'm saying this like that's a surprise.
I need you to know that they make cat-sized Crocs. I don't know what I expect you to do with that
Like
information, but I need you to know.
Crocs?
Yes. Like the shoes.
Why? I lied. I can't roof it.
What the fuck?
I don't know what I was thinking. We're just, it's just gonna be an uncovered.
But there's a round thingy right there. I
Right,
can't click
but
on it because
It's all the way round, though. You see, and we're a
little bit
semicircle.
round.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. R2 doesn't need a hat.
He looks like a pancake.
Pancakes are delicious.
Okay. Yeah, so we're not doing that. That's what we're not gonna do. Let's try to see if we can make this top border blue. It's not going to let me, but we're going to try. Yeah, that's really not the blue I wanted, but that's fine. So maybe we can make it gray.
How are you finding Bad Batch then?
Like,
how are you enjoying it?
I'm like,
Yeah.
like, it's on Disney Plus, the same way I found every all the other shows.
Jesus Christ, Cece.
I told you
I
didn't
know
have the
neither of us
Brainstone.
have the brainstone today, but Jesus Christ. And I knew I've said that now like 4 times, and every time I've said that, I'm like, someone's gonna be confused as to what the hell I mean. Like, and every single time, it just is like everyone's responding like, "Oh, how are you finding it?" "Oh, this way." And like every single person has, and I've always thought, I'm like, someone's gonna just fuck this up.
It's
like,
me! I did it!
It was I who set the house ablaze.
Ah, okay. But
Sorry.
it's good. It's good so far.
Jesus Christ. We're a disaster.
Oh, that was a long trip to a nearby destination. So, I guess the premise is, so Bad Batch, it was a group from Clone Wars,
yes.
but they appeared in Rebels as well.
Yes. They're the ones on the planet with the, yes. I know
Yeah.
who they are.
So they're pretty cool, and they were pretty relevant to Clone Wars because so Rex was one of my favorite parts of Clone Wars, and
Okay.
so he had this whole thing going on with like, am I a real boy? Like, because they're clones, right? So
Right.
it's a thing, and so Bad Batch I think does the idea of the Bad Batch in Clone Wars was that they were made. So they were not perfect copies of the other clones. They were made specifically different to enhance certain characteristics. So, and then they're like a special ops team. And one of the clones, I guess this is a spoiler for Clone Wars, but it's been out for like
It's been out for like 10 years.
Almost
I
a
think,
decade,
mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the clones that you grow to know over the course of Clone Wars joins the Bad Batch because he goes through something. Something happens to him, and as a result, he's no longer a perfect clone. So he joins the Bad Batch because now he's a different clone. And they are basically like a special ops team. So they're like the baddest of badasses. They get the job done. They blow up a lot of stuff while they're doing it. They're low-key unkillable. Sort of like the best warriors in the entire clone army. And they, over the course of episode 1 of Bad Batch, become responsible for like a preteen girl.
That's, sorry. My Twitter is filled with 3 things right now.
Uh-huh.
It is Mass Effect,
Mm-hmm.
Dice,
As it
which
should be.
checks out,
As it should be.
and this girl, who is, I guess, named Omega?
Yeah, her name's Omega.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's like, so for the whole first episode, I'm like, why is she here? Because they don't, like, she, like, really wants to be their friend, and I'm like, but why, though? But then they explain it at the end of the episode, and honestly, I probably should have seen it coming. And then it makes sense. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why you're here. And from that point forward, I was on board with the show. And she's not like a Disney princess exactly, but like compared to the rest of them,
the rest of Star Wars.
Well, compared to the rest of like the Bad Batch, she's like this adorable. She's a lovely item. She's like this sweet, adorable, naive, still kind of badass.
So she's like the Verity of the Bad Batch?
A little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I'm glad we have this shorthand now, by the way, with Verity, because she's just such a cinnamon roll with such a high body count.
Yes. So, well, she does. Omega doesn't have a high body count, but she is. She's no slouch.
Okay.
Yeah. She gets the job done too. But she's not like she's definitely like she's never left her planet before.
Okay. Okay.
So it's her first time off world. So like, you know.
When is this set?
Oh, that's what's great about it.
Okay.
Episode 1 happens during Order 66.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I forgot I slept on that part. Yeah. So episode 1 is what is Order 66 happening. So,
oh shit.
but because the Bad Batch aren't like regular clone troopers,
they don't have the same
necessarily get the programming that the other clones do. So you actually see Order 66 from the perspective of a conscious clone. And so they just see like all of their
shit.
Yeah, right?
Sorry, I'm just like, oh damn.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So this is just all considered one tile? Really? This is how we handle curves? We make them one big tile?
I have no words for this.
I'm very disappointed in you, Sims. Like I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed.
Okay. Moving on from the build.
The thing that we're here to do.
Yeah. Yeah, so it takes place during Order 66.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that's episode 1. And so now, the Bad Batch, they're not, like, super cool with, like, the abrupt 180 about face into fascism, space fascism.
Yeah, no. I can't imagine that they are.
Yeah, but they're also not, like, they're very much soldiers, right? So they're not really... they're not like ready to integrate into normal society exactly. They don't have like regular social skills, strictly speaking. They have a very specific set of skills that are useful for fighting stuff. So they're kind of trying to figure out what to do with themselves next, and where to go, how to survive in the outside world. Because basically what they do is they live on Kamino, they get a job, they take the job, they do the job, they go home back to Kamino, and that's all they do.
And then fascism.
Yeah, but then things
I wonder how many times we can say that before Twitch like freaks out on us. It's like, hey guys.
Yeah, but then so things get weird for them, and so now they're on their own. They don't have any orders or things they're supposed to be doing, and they have to kind of figure out what to do next.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where they're at.
Because I always wondered, during Rebels, like, how they just... I mean, they tell you in Rebels how, but, like, still, like, I was like...
Yeah.
Phineas, sir? Dinah doesn't think it's funny that you bother her. And this is going to result in you getting punched in the face. And no one's going to enjoy that. Least of all... Well, maybe Dinah. Dinah might enjoy that. Oh, shit, that's Teddy. Sorry. Wrong cat. Hi, Ted. I didn't know which one you were. That's my bee. But no, that's cool. I've always been very interested in how that kind of happened and how the clones would have reacted had they not been, you know,
Mind
controlled.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
It's very neat. I mean, I was gonna check it out eventually.
Sure, of course, but
I just yeah.
Good to
It's
know.
more a matter of
You know, good to set like a priority on it. Like,
yeah.
how much do I need this?
And I do need to watch clones reacting to Order 66.
Yeah.
Oh, you're making his little console. I do love that droid. Finn, leave the cat alone. I just see his normal friend hasn't been around to harass.
Oh.
So now he has to harass
Yeah.
all the other cats.
Now he must harass the oranges.
And the oranges do not.
Appreciate this.
Yeah, they don't. They're not so tolerant
Mm-hmm.
as Winnie is. And no. Or even Jinxie. Honestly, Jinxie's pretty tolerant. Jinxie was playing with him a little bit today.
Aw.
But no, especially Teddy does not. That's not like a thing that Ted does.
No.
To the point where I didn't even know he was like here. That's how quiet this mofo was. I'm glad you're enjoying Bad Batch.
Yeah.
I really just want to know what happened to Ezra Bridger. Me and the entire rest of the world.
Yeah, I get the sense we're not gonna find that out.
I think we might.
I mean,
think
like,
we got...
someday, but not in this show.
No, not in this show. We've got a couple other shows that I think we could, and I know that Dave Filoni has like a plan.
Yes,
So-
Dave Filoni's involved in this too.
He's involved in
Not
all
correctly.
of it.
Yeah,
All
he's
of it
just
is
doing
him.
all
It's
the
just
things.
all the Star Wars. Like it's fine. You just just here, hold my lightsaber, bro. Like it's fine. It's cool, dude. Today this over the past like week or so, because it's been out for a little over almost 2 weeks. But the last couple of days has really been like my entire Twitter feed has just been like, oh my god, Bad Batch, oh my god, Bad Batch. And I remembered how much of the Star Wars creative team people that I'm following. And I was like, oh, it's all of you. Oh shit. Because like a couple of them I was like, I know I'm following you from something, but like I don't remember what it was. Like what is this? Is it Spider-Man? Is it D&D? Is it like Twitch? Like is it comics? Like what am I following you from? And the answer is Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Finn, did you bring me your Sploot Loops?
Split loops.
I don't want your Sploot Loops. Take your Sploot Loops. I swear to God. So his bark box came and Akiko and I were reading his box. And I'm just sitting here reading all the copy on his dog toy.
Yes.
I was like, this is like Cece's perfect life.
Absolutely.
Like, it's just writing dog puns.
Absolutely. It's all dog puns. It's 100% dog puns.
And like, so Sploot Loops is a fake cereal. And it has like all like the nutrition facts and like can you identify these 5 different. So like 5 minutes after we get the thing and I'm unpacking it and like giving like Finn things to play with and do, Akiko goes, I found all the differences in the sploots, and I was like, son of a bitch. Like, it was important. I know it was important. She is feeling attacked. I'm sorry. No one's judging you. This is Cece's perfect job.
Yeah.
Also, dude, bringing Ted Sploot Loops also is not gonna help him. It's not. He doesn't want it. I'm just trapped here now with a dog who wants to play with a cat. That's just my whole life.
I'm just a dog standing
Trying
in
to
front
play
of
with
a
a
cat.
Just you are not wrong, but Yeah, there's just so much. Oh, hey, I know those dice.
You on Dice Twitter?
No, I went to go grab something because I just couldn't remember who it was that posted something really cool about Bad Batch. But one of the ladies I follow apparently had a really big D&D game tonight, and then for super serious scenarios we require the most super serious of dice, and it's a picture of one of Ice Cream Dice's sets. I just forget the name of the set.
Nice.
It's one of his Sherbert sets though.
Ah.
Yeah. And now I'm trying not to get distracted by Dice Twitter because I will impulse buy all of the dice today, and I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that.
It's a problem.
I don't need it. 3 more sets arrived this week, which was great.
Oh.
But yeah, that's your fault.
Sorry.
That's
But also
okay. I'm not
sorry, but also sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, they're nice. They're nice. I was so mad when I realized that you left the other night, and I had like 6 things to give you, and I didn't give them any of them to you.
I also didn't give
Like,
you your dice, which I bought for you that I had in my purse that I brought there, and then didn't give you.
It's. Oh no, we'll just have to see each other
Oh,
again.
no!
Oh, it's fucking
It's
terrible. No, I just wanted to make, because I was just like, oh, I wanted to because I bumped into, because we have your Tupperware,
Yes.
and I bumped into your Tupperware, which was hanging on the chair that we ate dinner in.
Well.
That Mark ate dinner. He was sitting in the chair.
Well, you have more of my Tupperware now, so.
I do have more of your Tupperware now, and it was
So you
delicious.
could just, give it back to me
Keep
all at once, I
collecting your
guess.
Tupperware. Oh yeah, that too. I could do that. I could give it back to you all at once.
Oh, the little dot down here is actually blue. According to this reference image. What about the, is it always blue? Oh! What's happening? Hey!
Hi, Kildar!
Hey, Kildar! Thanks for the resub! We're building R2-D2,
buddy.
and we're talking about Bad Batch, which I'm enjoying so far.
Yes. I need to get caught up. I'm so behind on. If the show is not the Nevers, I am very behind on it
Yeah.
because it takes up so much of my brain space.
Yeah! Bad boy clones plus 1 young adolescent.
I'm trying real hard not to Google her. Cause so I knew that this character existed,
You're
but
gonna
I don't
guess,
know anything about the character.
You're gonna guess what her deal is way before I did.
I spend a lot more time in Star Wars than you do, though. In your defense.
Yeah.
In your defense. How's it going, Kildar?
Yeah, how's it going? I'm gonna need to seriously up my rug game if I'm gonna recreate his little head console. It's been a weekend. Ooh.
Oof.
Yeah.
I know those feels, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gray.
Car had issues Thursday night. Got it towed Friday morning. And
Oh.
That's a bummer. I hope the car's okay. You know what the best part about you building R2 is?
What?
You can put an R2 outside.
I can fill the place with R2s.
We have no car until Wednesday.
Oh, that sucks.
No.
That sucks.
One of the 3 battery modules died. Thankfully, it's covered under. That sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I'm glad
so
it's covered under
sorry.
warranty, but ugh, that sucks.
But still, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to I mean, not that it's ever good to be without a car, but hopefully you don't.
It makes
Hopefully you're
me,
in
like,
a position.
Angry to not have my
Yeah.
car.
It just makes me very anxious because I know that there are certain things that if things happen and I don't have access to a vehicle, things happen very quickly and they go downhill very quickly. So thankfully with me and the roommates, we have several cars at our disposal, and I know you and Mark aren't too far away. And Kildar, if it's a non-emergency and you need me to like come get you my car, I can. I just don't know how quickly I can get there. But yeah, it doesn't make me angry. It mostly just truly makes me nervous.
See, I get very frustrated. So the whole time I don't have a car and I'm trying to problem solve around not having a car, my brain is like, this would be so much easier if we had our car!
Yeah, no, I just immediately started thinking of all the things that could happen without my car that I would need to, in theory, have my car for. Like, I forget, like, a couple years ago, when Akiko, Elise, and I all went up to Disney, and they went up the night before I did, and all I could think was, oh my god, if something happened to my car right now, I'd be completely stranded, and I'd be totally effed, and like,
Hey,
all the things.
Avocado, thanks for the follow!
Hello,
Hello and
what's
welcome!
up? How you doing, Toasty? Toasty is one of B's very fabulous mods.
Oh!
And they just started
welcome.
streaming. So Cece, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Cece. And I'm very sunburnt.
How are you sunburned?
We'll revisit that shortly. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm Cece. I'm here with Mary. Say hi, Mary.
Hi, it's Mary or Puppo, whichever one you want to call me. I'm here. I exist.
Yeah, and we are the
Killer.
50% of Out of Door Media. And we stream and we make comics. And that's what we do. And I'm working on Mythfall. And Mary's project is Incident Report. And today,
Yes.
we are building R2-D2 in The Sims. Because I like to punish
Birdie.
myself and the game.
Also, I just noticed you're wearing unicorns.
Yes, I am wearing unicorns. And then this is my sunburn. I don't know if you can see it.
Why? Cece!
Sorry, I
For
just
the
got a 13-hour workday, so you might see
No,
that too.
no
That's
worries.
okay, no
Thank you
worries.
for coming in and saying
Yeah,
hi.
thanks for stopping by.
And the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope your workday was it went very, very well. I know you just wrapped up your semester. Yes, thank you.
Aw.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that one it lets me have.
You'll have to excuse Cece. She's gonna fight with rugs for the entire thing.
I
If
will
you have-
fight so many rugs.
If you have to skedaddle, no worries. Like work things I totally get.
Yeah.
And I know you just
absolutely.
wrapped your semester. But I always appreciate you stopping in and saying hello.
Sorry, I don't
Always.
understand why it keeps doing this. It can
What?
only be because it hates me.
What? Cece?
See me? Oh!
Do me a solid.
Oh, that one worked. I just had to place down 6 other rugs first. And
Cece?
then it'll... Yes?
Can you, like, angle the camera and make sure that that rug is on the floor and not sitting where it thinks there should be a ceiling?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No, it just hates me. But yeah, so it's May, and that's hurricane prep season.
Yes, that's
so
true.
I went outside and I hosed down all of the shutters, and then I sprayed them down with 3 different kinds of industrial lubricant.
Oh no.
And now they slide closed real smooth. But I got a sunburn because I didn't put on sunscreen.
Sunblock.
Don't remind me of the Great Sky Vacuum Tube season.
Yeah, I'm not. I thought, like, so in my brain, what was going to happen this weekend was that I was going to spend all weekend doing something else. Well, no, that's a lie. Yesterday was supposed to be, B had a 12-hour birthday stream for, like a subathon for their birthday,
Oh no.
and it was super fun.
Roof leaks are
I was there.
bad. Roof leaks are bad, Kildar.
Oh, roof leaks. Oh no. Kildar, no! Do you need a roof guy? We can find you a roof guy. I'm just like trying to like, we got you, Kildar, we got you. And then I was just like, I'm just gonna like start taking like stock inventory of all the things that we need for hurricane season, because our summer has started a little bit early, and I don't like it.
Leak detection hopefully this week. Fingers crossed. Ooh,
Fingers
ouch.
crossed and
My
knock
fingers
on
are
wood.
crossed for you. Yeah.
You see what the
Hopefully
hell?
it's nothing major. I don't know.
Yeah, I will keep my
don't know what
fingers
my
crossed for
problem
nothing
is.
major.
Yeah. So what I want is like a little skinny rug that's the same color as that blue tarp to kind of make the little hinge next to it. But I
Don't know that you're gonna find
I
that.
don't think I'm gonna find it, and I'm probably.
I
Not
don't
gonna
think
find
that
it
you
without
will.
Order. Oh, what about? Did I do? No, it's got to be the same color, or it won't work.
This is delightful.
Oh, Kildar!
Oh no.
Okay,
Jesus
so
Christ.
we're doing this in 2D like we
Oh
always
god,
do, right?
oh god, no. Oh god.
I have to show him the abomination. We're doing
Kildar,
this in
I'm
2D
sorry.
like we usually do, but before I started the stream, Mark was like, you should try to build R2D2 in 3D as like a vertical column and then just make like a
Hold on.
giant droid. And I was like, well, you know, they have round roofs, so I could maybe attempt that. Let me just do like a quick workup to see what's possible, to see if this is even a good idea to try. And so I did that, and this is what it produced. And it's
Mark,
terrifying.
it is terrifying.
Terrifying.
It's not, he's not phallicized so much as just be strong for Clarence, mother. Be strong for Mother Clarence. Be
He's
strong for Mother.
And you know,
I
he's
just
like vaguely R2 colored, but you just can't. I did think that the fencing was an inspired way to get a texture on him, but it's just
yeah, no, that is inspired. That
But
truly is inspired.
the rest of it is just like, yes, it's R2 Doom. And his little head, like his little helmet thingy, like his lid, I just wasn't enough roof accents to do the lid, and the roof accents don't work with the round roofs, and it was just, I was like, yeah, no, this is gonna be a travesty. So we're gonna do it this way. Yeah, because it's gonna be
Yeah.
that way. Safer
Yeah.
for everyone. Okay.
That's just, I mean, he doesn't like need the little hinge.
No, he doesn't need the little hinge. Maybe I could do it out of tile. Oh no, I can't do it out of tiles because it hates me. Okay.
Glorious. Ooh,
that's fine.
speaking
This is
of,
fine.
before I forget, Kildar, in the Discord, in art, Mickey, who did the concept art for Verity, is making D&D character sheets now,
And she did a necromancer one.
and she did a necromancer one. And it looks really cool. And now whenever I see necromancer things, my first thought is of Nero, always, constantly. And yes. And they look really, really cool. And I wanted to make sure my bones are shaking. Don't shake too hard. I don't want you to hurt yourself. But they are really cool. It's really, really cool.
Someone's- Yes, not yours. You're using yours, and you're using someone else's.
Yeah. So I have learned several things about Mass Effect
Oh
this
yeah,
weekend.
yeah. So Mark's already
several
playing.
things. So I know Mark's been playing
Yeah.
the Legendary Edition. Mass Effect Legendary Edition was released on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I have somehow learned basically nothing about Mass Effect.
You're in for
Like,
a
I don't
treat.
know anything about this. I know about, like, the genophage because... So apparently they've, like, fixed some of the controls and maybe added some content.
They
Like, I
updated the
don't know anything
cutscenes.
about it. I don't know anything. I've only played Andromeda. I've never played... I know. I'm the worst. So I
You're not the
actually
worst.
told Mark I don't know anything about it except for the genophage. That the internet hates Miranda for some reason,
Oh.
and Garrus is literally everyone's space boyfriend. That's all I know about Mass Effect.
But you're about to learn some new
I'm
things
about to
Mass
learn.
Effect,
So Tuesday, I'm going to play Mass Effect live for the first time on stream. We are not abandoning Control, but I did say back in December, November when they announced that they were doing this, that when this came out, we would be doing it. So we're going to take a little bit of a break from Control and do some Mass Effect, because I also really like space and sci-fi. She's a bit of a bitch until you help her with her daddy issues, and then she's a great friend. Okay, see, so what I told Mark is that I was really upset that everyone seemed to hate Miranda because, one, I love that name, and two, because she reminds me a lot of a couple of characters that we have coming up, and in the Chimeran verse, and I hope they come up. She reminds me a lot of Beatrice/Tam, and I just was like, she looks like the type of character that I would really enjoy having as an NPC, and I was bummed out. So if she just has daddy issues, that's fine. Like, I can help an NPC with their daddy issues.
All I'm gonna say is I always do the Yara romance run for the trilogy. Oh, see, so Fem Shep is best chef. Chef.
Are you okay, Stacey?
A little bit. I'm a little bit okay. Fem Shep is best Shep, but Mark prefers to romance Tally, so he has to go with I don't know what non-Fem Shep is, other Shep, and that always disappoints me.
So Liara is the blue one, right? The not
Correct.
Natalie Dormer blue one?
I don't know that Natalie Dormer is involved in this franchise, but she's blue.
Natalie Dormer plays
Yes,
the
words.
blue one in Andromeda. She's the doctor.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, then yes. Then not Natalie
I
Dormer
got
one.
very confused because Natalie's in Andromeda, and then the human character looks like Katie Sackhoff, and I was deeply, yeah. She plays oh my god, I forget her character's name. I was just thinking about playing it this afternoon, too, because like I really wanted to play, and it's hurting me. Lexi. Her name is Lexi in Andromeda. But yeah, I almost played Andromeda this afternoon, so I really, really wanted to play it. I was like, would anyone really notice if I played? And I was just like, no, that's not in the spirit of the stream. Honestly, once you play the original, you'll be like, what did they do with Andromeda? You know, that is what I've heard, but I also have a feeling that it's gonna be like, I'm gonna always love it because now it's gonna be like the first one that I've ever played. But I do kind of get the impression that that's probably what it's gonna be like.
Just like to register my dissatisfaction with the number of available half circle rugs. That is all.
Yeah, so I have a feeling I'm gonna be more attached to it because it'll be the first one I'll have played. I do really love Liam in Andromeda. I think it's great that they got Marjorie Tyrell and Renly Baratheon to voice characters in Andromeda. I love it. I think it's great. And I mean, like, I prefer Coder 2 because I got to finish playing Coder 2 before I finished playing Coder 1. Because someone spoiled Coder 1 for me. So, like, I know it's, like, I'm probably gonna, like, acknowledge that it's better, but I'm also, like, gonna be playing, like, the remastered version, not the original version. It's all complicated. But I'm very excited. I'm super, super excited. I want some biotics. Honestly, once they gave me, they're like, do you want superpowers in space? And I was like, I'm sorry, BioWare, have we met? Like, yes. Like, so I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I don't actually know, wait, isn't Fem Shep is voiced by, is it Tara Strong?
Oh, you know, it might be. She's a really good voice actress. That's why Fem Shep is the best Shep.
Because it's Tara Strong?
Biotics in the first game. No, because the voice acting's so good. But it might be Tara Strong because the voice acting's so good. The biotics in the first game are insane because it's actual physics engine. Then in 2 and 3 they just give them powers like everything else.
Oh. That's a bummer. All right.
I
Okay,
think that
so
we
it's
have. Oh, that's right. I wanted to he's got a little detail on his leg that's like little pipes.
sorry, it is not Tara Strong. It's Jennifer Hale,
Um,
who also does so much voice acting. It's stupid.
well, I don't know what else I know her from, but I know that she's really good in Mass Effect.
I'm gonna tell you because I think I know who she's someone in other games as well. But I want to make sure that it is her before I tell you who it is. So she's Maria Hill in the Marvel's Avengers game, which awesome. She's okay. In the new DuckTales series, she plays a character named Gabby McStabberson. Which, first of all,
Apparently, I need to check out DuckTales.
goals. Right? Oh, she voiced Elia Sakura in Rise of Skywalker. Amazing. Oh, she voices the female trooper in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Ah.
So, wait, does she just play the Star Wars version of FemShep?
Possibly. Elara
She-
Dorn.
Lara Dorn?
Wait, is she Elara Dorn?
No, she's the female trooper. She's the trooper when you play her as a woman. Who Lara Dorn? Unless she does both. Elara Dorn is Moira Quirk.
Then she's basically FemShep.
Yeah. I would say Jen Hale's been in a lot. She was in Star Wars Resistance, because of course she was. Female Trooper, Elia Sakura. Major Steel in whatever Star Wars Detours is. She was Mon Mothma in Lego Star Wars. She did someone in Star Wars Rebels. Female Trooper, Female Trooper, Female Trooper. Okay, so she also, so the reason, so this is gonna be more to Kildar than Cece. She is the Trooper female, Bastilla Shan, and Satele Shan in the Star Wars Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic stories. Bastilla Shan is the Jedi companion from the first Knights of the Old Republic game. Master Satele Shan is the Grand Master of the Jedi Council in the Old Republic MMO.
So, Star Wars: The Old Republic is a BioWare game, right?
Yeah, they're all BioWare games. So,
So-
she's just BioWare's go-to.
Yeah.
And even the first two Coder games were like, I don't think they were the first big BioWare games, but I remember they were the first
Well, wasn't Mass
big
Effect?
one.
Was Mass Effect? No.
Yes,
No. Before Mass Effect, they did
Dragon Age.
BioShock, right? Did BioWare
don't-
do BioShock?
I don't think
Coder?
so.
Okay. No.
No, I want to say
That was 2K.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. BioWare did the old Forgotten Realms games, then the new that companion, that alignment engine with the multiple choice dialogue option trees and like influence stuff.
Yeah.
That started with Knights of the Old Republic, which then bled into Dragon Age, which bled into Mass Effect. So that trilogy of games is all.
Did the first
Neverwinter
Dragon Age
Nights.
come out before Mass Effect?
I think so. I believe it was
Mark is in
Neverwinter
chat.
Nights.
He would know, but he's playing Mass Effect right now.
No, apparently Dragon Age came out after
first,
Mass Effect.
I believe that. Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
Origins came out in 2009. It looks like Mass Effect came out in 2007. Coder came out before both.
Okay.
Jade Empire came out before Coder, and so did Neverwinter Nights. And I want to say they did one other Forgotten Realms game. Was it Morrowind or Icewind, maybe? I'm just gonna ask Wikipedia. Wikipedia's gonna know. Okay. Okay, so they did Baldur's Gate.
Those are the Elder Scrolls.
Shh. Okay, so they did Baldur's... So their first one was Shattered Steel. Then Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 2. MDK2. Neverwinter Nights. Knights of the Old Republic. Jade Empire. Mass Effect. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. The fuck? Mass Effect Galaxy.
Is that
Dragon
the second
Age Origins.
Mass Effect, maybe. Okay, so they did a Mass Effect, then a Dragon Age, then a Mass Effect.
Yeah, then a more Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did Mass Effect, Mass Effect Galaxy, Dragon Age, Mass Effect 2, Dragon Age 2,
Okay.
Old Republic.
Mass Effect Galaxy was a side game on mobile or browser.
Yes. Shadow Realms, Andromeda, Anthem. Wasn't Anthem like this huge letdown? If I recall.
I don't know anything about it, actually, so...
Okay. Either way, BioWare does a lot of really cool games, and I'm very excited because they basically, from a narrative perspective, they've earned the right that I'll just play their games. They've,
Yeah, they were really innovative with the whole dialogue tree and responses, and they've always had... I mean, this is a controversial statement. They've always done a really good job making those choices matter in the course of the game until the end of Mass Effect 3.
Yeah. Oh, that's the
There was a
fourth thing
whole-
I know
there's a
about
whole
Mass Effect, is that
kerfuffle
the
about
ending
that,
is really
yeah.
disappointing.
But they kind of fixed it. Kind of. It was initially really disappointing, but they made some updates after the game was released that fixed it. But the problem was that everyone that was playing it reached the end and then was like, what the hell? And that's why they made the changes. So now it's fixed, but if you had played it originally, you weren't gonna replay the whole thing just because the first ending they released was bad, right? So
Yeah. Let's see. Who else does Jennifer Hale voice? Apparently she spends a lot of time voicing Jean Grey as well. Miss Marvel, Cinderella and Aurora in Kingdom Hearts. What the fuck? That seems out of place, but sure.
well, it was in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, she was Sam in Totally Spies. That's cool. She was Starfire and Killer Frost at some point. She spends a lot of time voicing Jean Grey.
Like a lot.
Yeah. She was, June in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So it's kind of funny to me that oh, she was June.
Yeah.
So this is his little eyeball, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's overlapping with this circular piece that's messing up the floor. So when I zoom out, it deletes the rug and it makes him look sad.
Oh no, my poor sad baby.
But then when you zoom in, he's fine. We're just glitching out, I guess. Anyway, you know.
It's fine.
Anyway,
Poor
installation fun
baby.
times.
Poor baby.
Yeah.
Poor baby. Trying to think, see if there's anything else we would know her from. I mean, I mostly know her from Star Wars because she's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in EverQuest 2 as well, but I wouldn't know her from that. Not that I didn't play EverQuest 2. I'm going to cite this exactly as she's credited. Generic racial callouts. Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what that means,
Okey-doke.
but we're just gonna walk away from it.
Is it not letting me fix this fence?
Okay, so she was in the Justice League cartoon. She played Giganta,
very
Killer Frost, and Louise Lincoln.
She played Giganta. Oh! Giganta was
Yeah.
in the Wonder Woman movie.
Yes, she was.
It's a pretty funny moment, actually, in the Wonder Woman movie. So, like, Giganta's standing in a warehouse. This is Wonder Woman Bloodlines. So, Giganta's standing in a warehouse, and she's standing next to, like, she's standing, like, 2 feet away from Diana. And she's like, "You'll never stop us," or so, like, some random villain line, and then she makes herself grow. And Wonder Woman's like, "Oh, Giganta!" And I was like, "Lady, she was Giganta before. Like, you needed her to get big before you realized she's gonna be Giganta."
Oh my goodness.
Like, you could recognize her small size. Her face is the same.
But can people? Can people recognize her?
I don't know. This is the DCU, so everyone in the DCU. No one's real good at noticing people in the DCU, so maybe not. Maybe you're right.
Hang on. Okay. She also voiced Audrey in the 2 Atlantis the Lost Empire video games,
Interesting.
which seems random. Also, why would they not just bring whatever? Okay, I'm gonna stop with this rabbit hole. But I did love Audrey. I love Atlantis is probably my second favorite Disney movie. It actually might be tied for first, depending on the day.
And your first is Lilo and Stitch, or?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Is Lilo and Stitch. I heard the hula song, that opening number on TikTok a few days ago. Then I was like, well, the only way to get this out of my head is to watch the whole movie.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Funny how that works. It was such a shame. Such a shame. In the best way. In the absolute best way.
Okay. Let's see.
Who was the other thing that the other woman we said?
You talking about
Not Jennifer Hale.
Tara Strong?
Yes. I just wanted to read hers. She was in The Killing Joke, and I know who she played in The Killing Joke, but I don't know who she played in The Killing Joke. It was Barbara. Of course it was. I was like, maybe it's not who I think it is. It's who I think it is.
Sorry.
That's okay. Apparently she plays Batgirl a lot. Not mad. Oh, she's Twilight Sparkle.
Oh!
Is it weird that I
she's
equate Twilight Sparkle with Verity?
No, it's not weird.
Okay,
That's correct, actually.
Okay.
It's disturbingly accurate.
Like, alarmingly
It
accurate,
was not my
right?
intention, but it is very true.
Okay. As long as it's not just me.
No, those are true facts.
Because... Wait, shit, does that make So Rainbow Dash? I don't know. I don't honestly know enough about the ponies to make any other comparison.
I'm at this moment trying to figure out which pony Nero is, and it's a challenge. But I did actually imagine Nero as a My Little Pony, and his cutie mark is like a little skull with his glow. It's blue, right?
Okay,
With the
hang
little
on.
blue glow.
No, Nero's is green, Callie's is blue.
Oh, it's green. So it's the skull with the little like afterlife green glow.
You see?
Yeah.
What is everyone's cutie mark? Because now I'm just curious as to where this is going. Nero's Go Sleep. I thought Nero was green. No. Oh,
It is Go Sleep Blue. Oh, I was
No.
right.
You were right. You were right, and I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna immediately let me. I'm stupid because the reason Callie's is blue is because Nero's is blue,
Well,
and that's where she learned her magic.
we got there.
It's okay. Anywho, so what is everyone's cutie mark, Cece? I'm just curious.
Let's see. Everyone's cutie mark. Yeah. You're not stupid. You just forgot. We haven't played in a while.
We haven't played in a while. Right? I thought that made sense. I even bought dice in a particular color palette because of that.
Yeah, that's
We're
why you
not
bought
gonna
the
talk
dice.
about it. 100%. It is why I bought those dice. it is why I bought those dice. I would not normally have bought those dice, but they
Mhm.
matched and they were perfect. And I'm just gonna shut the fuck up now.
Let's see. Everyone's cutie mark. Well, Ash has got to be a shield, right?
I think Ash is a shield. Yeah.
Yeah. And Iskul's is... I mean, it's got to be a snake, right? I don't know.
Is Iskul a pony or a dragon?
I am not sure what Iskul is in the My Little Pony universe. Oh,
I'm
you
just
know,
curious
My
to see
Little
how
Pony
this is gonna go.
Doesn't really... I don't know if they have lawful evil characters in the My Little Pony universe. Or at least, I don't know if they have characters that stay lawful evil. You know, I've watched... I've watched 3 to 5 seasons of My Little Pony. It was a while back. It was before the fire, so I don't remember exactly. But I watched a significant number of seasons of My Little Pony. And I don't recall them having a lawful evil villain. Hello! I thought 4 a.m. was a good time to tune in. How are you doing? We're doing great. We are building R2-D2. He looks a little decapitated right now because they won't let me build a roof in this shape, so we're just, you know.
To do whatever it is that Cece's doing?
Yeah, we're just
How are you
kind of working with
doing?
it. But yeah, we're doing good. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Mishmash, do you watch Eurovision? Because we found out that Eurovision's next week and we're kind of excited about it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm glad that you think it looks cool.
It does look very cool. You really actually have got it pretty good, honestly.
He
I
looks
don't know
very R2-ish. I'm glad, you know, this was not a good idea. This is much better. I do better as a 2D cookie cutter shape. I think we do very well. I'm trying to figure out how to put a door on R2-D2. I'm thinking, I watch it sometimes, they do have fun moments. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking...
Are you going to have to put the door in his butt?
Yes.
Are you going to have to make the door his exhaust port?
Yes. We're going to put one here, and then one here.
Okay.
Yeah, so... yes, I was thinking that, Batu is probably a good pack for this, but maybe not.
Probably.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, you know, it comes in white. So, I think... Wow. This is a bit unfortunate, actually. I don't know how I feel about this. So this looks just this.
You want to put?
What if we put them on his feet? Yeah. What if we did too and we put them on his feet? I just not okay with how that turned out.
You doing Mishmash?
Yeah.
Because we've immediately gone off the rails.
We've lost the rails.
Ladder and then have them use the stairs. Ooh, that's a good idea too.
Well, we only have one story though. It's just that the walls are really tall. I don't know if the wall... Oh, that's right. I made the walls really tall because I wanted to use the lighting from Batu. And the lighting from Batu is all ridiculously tall for some reason. So, obviously, we should be using the resistance blast doors on R2.
Yes, we do need to use the resistance blast doors, not those
Definitely.
terrible Imperial.
No, we won't use Imperial blast doors on R2-D2. Although he is older than, the Imperial.
The Empire.
Yeah. So,
And the Rebellion.
So, But just for the sake of it, we won't use... He's a rebel through and through. Hey, welcome, Alethea. We are doing a build shaped like R2-D2.
And trying to figure out what our D&D's characters' cutie marks are in My Little Pony. You know who would have a lot of opinions on this would be my aunt.
Oh yeah?
Yes, she collects My Little Pony.
What's your cutie mark? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the subscribe.
Thank you, Ash.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a question. I feel like Lady Naz was like maybe even yours would be like hand wraps or like not boxing gloves because I know you don't box, but like hand wraps like around a fist or something.
You could always use
You
the
know,
Imperial doors, but then you'd have to repaint the droid black and it wouldn't be R2D2 anymore. Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh,
you were doing a chopper build, I would say yes.
so when Mark initially proposed that I build R2D2 in 3D space, before I abandoned that idea for this much better idea, I proposed as an alternative building a Gonk droid because I thought that might work better in The Sims.
Droids.
Yeah, but a Gonk droid.
I love all droids though.
I don't know
That's
that.
not-
Honestly, it's just a big like rectangle, but it's slightly tapered, like a trapezoid.
Trapezoid?
Yeah, a trapezoid shape. And I don't think I can do the taper in The Sims anyway, so it'd just be a big box on legs.
Yeah, it doesn't. They don't taper well.
Yeah,
We've learned.
but maybe with roofs, I could have figured something out. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You like the hand wraps, Alethea?
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty good. And the pony would have to be pink, right?
Yeah, Pony would have to be pink.
Yeah.
Or black with like cool punk rock pink
Ooh,
highlights.
That's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we got. Ooh, this door's not centered. Can't have
What's
that.
Callie's cutie mark? Because I feel like because Nodiro's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, Ash. I
Yeah.
see you. I see
Yep,
you.
yep.
Like so, like Nero's is really straightforward. Verity's is a book.
Is it a book? It's a,
Well,
I
is
mean,
it-
yes, it's a book, but I thought maybe there would be like a crystal involved.
I was gonna say there might be like it might be like a book with like Sanafin scepter or something like that.
Yeah, maybe like a book and a wave or something. Two things that don't
Yeah.
go together. Would that be cultural punk rock?
Punk rock? Or because the no, I don't think so. You can also be a pink pony with like black lowlights.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know if those colors directly match to like pony colors directly match to skin tone colors. I think Twilight Sparkle is sometimes portrayed when she's made, so she's still purple when she's in her person form because they made person forms of them all, and they look like Bratz dolls, which is a choice I
What?
don't agree with. There was a movie where they turn into people, and the people look like Bratz dolls, and then they made the dolls. It was upsetting to me. Although, the movie itself is fine. But I didn't like the artistic choices that they...
You know what I appreciate about this very randomly now that I've looked it up? I like that Rainbow Dash is short.
Yeah. Well,
I
because...
like that Rainbow is shorter than everyone else.
she's kind of aggro, and she's just a lot of... She's
Small
packed
and
down
angry.
Yeah, she's small and angry, yeah. But yeah, I don't
The
know.
short
But you
girls
could
are closer
definitely
to
be
hell.
a pink pony with black and pink punk rock hair. That would work.
Yeah. Cause that's kind of what Nope.
I'll wait
Nope,
for you to
Apple's
get
wearing
there.
the hat.
Applejack?
Who the fuck is this person?
It's Applejack, Twilight Sparkle, Fluttershy.
I don't know who this is. Okay, this is not one of the main ponies.
The main six.
Yeah, who is the
Oh.
seventh pony as a person?
Was there
With the yellow and with the pink and or the
This-
red and the yellow hair?
pink, red, and yellow?
No, just red and yellow.
Red and yellow is not Applejack. Oh, you know, there's they meet someone there.
Sunset Shimmer?
She might be from newer seasons.
Looks like okay. I think their name is Sunset Shimmer, which makes sense. That is the color palette. Okay, this was a thing I just learned about that is now gonna take up space in my brain, and just like that, I've forgotten high school algebra. That's the space it occupies now. Never to be touched again.
Was that a lot of knowledge, or was there just not that much high school algebra there?
I don't remember shit from high school algebra. I do not remember. I know that there is an equation that I can kind of visualize but cannot say out loud and could possibly write down if I cared enough to try. But no, I don't math. There's no math in my head.
So would Callie's cutie mark be the marble?
Ooh, maybe. I don't know what the so here's the thing. I don't actually know like what the cutie marks are for or how they because they get cutie marks, right?
Yes, you get them at puberty.
So in that case, it does seem like Verity's would probably definitely be something to do with Sanafin, like a crystal or something.
Yeah.
So Callie's would probably then either be the marble or because she's kind of going through some growing pains right now, might be the gatekeeper's gate.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
So's is her axe.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely
Sora's a dragon.
It's a dragon? Is he a dragon?
Sora?
Yeah.
I mean, now he's a dragon. Now he's a something. I don't know that Brian would want to be a pony. You know, like...
Is Sora Spike?
Yeah, Spike. I mean, yeah, there's a dragon.
Oh, I thought you meant his cutie mark would be a dragon.
Oh, no, he himself would be a dragon. Like,
you know, I think
Spike.
that tracks, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, I have seen like 3 episodes of this show. I don't know anything about anything.
You know what you need to know. The friendship is magic.
Is magic.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I lie. I think I've seen the entire first season.
It goes by pretty quick.
It does. I feel because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it. I'm like looking at these episode titles, and they all seem really familiar. So I think it was kind of an Invader Zim situation where you guys sat me down to make me watch an episode, and then it just kept going.
Mm-hmm.
He agrees with no shame.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if we didn't make you watch it, then
No. There's no one else who would have.
No, there's one person who might have.
She may have, but she does not. She is not in my like face.
She doesn't
often
have
enough to
the
make me do it.
access to you to make you watch the entire season.
Exactly.
I see.
I'm sure she would have tried if she could have, but no, she does not have the same level of access. Which is probably for the best, because I put her ponies in some very compromising positions. Though I did get her into Downton Abbey, so maybe as a favor after her, I should watch My Little Pony. Because that show destroyed her. I warned her. I will say, I warned her. I did not know going in that show was going to emotionally destroy me.
This is Downton Abbey.
Yes, Downton
I don't
Abbey.
believe that My Little Pony has ever. Well, I don't know. Maybe My Little
That's
Pony
a bold
emotionally
statement.
destroys some people. There's a lot of positive messages that if you're, if you're in the right frame of mind, could be. Yeah, powerful. But yeah, I found My Little Pony to be pretty light.
Yeah.
But I thought the songs were pretty good.
The songs were pretty good.
This is a huge window, my goodness.
What's great about watching shows with Whimsy is she vacillates from things like My Little Pony to Downton Abbey to I think I've convinced her to watch The Nevers.
Oh boy.
And I have warned her.
You have done this thing to her.
I warned her that it emotionally destroyed me. I was like, 2 episodes, I'm destroyed.
Oh, I like this idea. Do they have one that points the other way? Can I point it the other way?
Okay, so I am definitely gonna have to play Mass Effect
Yeah.
because if I don't want spoilers, I need to catch up
Spoilers are
so
coming.
that I.
Have
Spoilers
you
are coming.
two seen the Harley Quinn animated series? I only found it recently and had to binge it in 2 days because it's so good. It
Oh my
is
God,
so
yes,
good.
it's so good.
I have seen the Harley Quinn series. In fact, we built Ivy's apartment in San Myshuno. Is it San Myshuno?
Yes.
That's the right neighborhood. Yeah.
Yes.
We built Ivy's penthouse apartment. The show is so good. It's maybe one of my favorite DC shows ever.
Do you want to do a quick tour? Because it's been a while since we've
Sure.
seen it. You're like, that's not what we're doing.
No, we're off script. I
We're off
built a
script.
giant.
It's so good and it's so
Look,
smart.
oh my god, you can see it from neighborhood view, and it's terrifying.
Oh God, it's so terrifying. Oh
Okay.
my God.
So it's
It's so horrifying.
San
Myshuno.
Myshuno. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, Bane was great. I liked
I
Kite Man.
love
Oh,
being...
Killer Shark? King Shark.
King Shark. Oh God, King Shark is everything.
Is it not in this save? Might not
Oh,
be in this
no.
save. That's okay. We could drop it in. I just had. Was this the apartment? I think this was the apartment.
It was, yeah, it was the one behind R2.
The one behind R2?
But I can't. R2 is blocking my view of the map.
Oh, I see. Yes. King Shark is the tech guy, yeah.
Oh my God, he's so perfect. And Frank! I love Frank.
Oh, we built over it for the
No!
roll-up house. That's okay. That's okay.
You saved it because you uploaded it.
Did I? Did I upload it? We'll make sure I uploaded it, and then we'll replace it. Because this turned out pretty.
Yeah, no, hers was. Oh, this, yes, this. Did we put?
I did put Frank in the apartment.
We did put Frank in the apartment.
He was a
We
cow
did.
plant.
We made him a cow plant. He's living
Yeah.
his best life.
Yeah. There were a lot of plants.
There were so many plants. Which was basically Cece's perfect build. It was all landscaping.
Yeah, although landscaping in apartments is a little odd sometimes. So we're going to... He does eat people, so cow plant seems accurate. Yeah, I thought that was a good option for him. Let's see, it was a while. Oh, found. Oh, good, it's here. Let's see, it was a pretty early build.
It wasn't Arendelle.
No, it was before Arendelle. I had to upload it. It's a little difficult because the Oh, here it is. The apartments you have to upload complicated.
Yes.
So we're gonna
Yes.
place.
Yeah.
Is it gonna let me? I'm gonna have to bulldoze this first, or is it like this? No, it is not like that. It is very much like this.
Why is it giving you problems? No.
Bulldoze a lot. Then we'll grab.
I was saying, we definitely noted that it was the same
There
lot.
we go. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Might have been too many items. Yeah. Okay. So, so this is the foyer. Foyer.
Yes. Foyer.
Foyer. I am not fancy. So then this is where you come in, and this is
Is it missing a wall?
Yes, it would be missing a wall because it makes it a room. So this is the couch. This is the coffee table that Harley breaks over and over. And this is the couch. And here's Frank, ready to dispense advice. And then I filled everywhere with plants because it's Ivy. The kitchen, the layout changed a little bit, depending on the reference photos. But here's the kitchen. And then we only see her room when Kite Man is there.
Yeah.
So we see, like, this view. yeah, so this is where Kite Man is waiting.
Child.
Waiting. He does seem and then yeah, I put plants on all her walls and stuff. We really overdid with this build. I gave her a lab because she was formulating poisons and things. So I thought that she should be able to create her concoctions here in her house. We don't actually see this room. There's never a bathroom shown, so I just assumed that it would be here. And then I gave her, I assume Harvey's sleeping on the couch because I feel like Ivy has a one-room apartment because she's a misanthrope. Oh, I'm glad you like it. And then out here is just a greenhouse. It's the whole thing's a greenhouse. I think this might be every plant that was in the game at the time.
Yeah, every single... Yeah, she has a PhD. She's a doctor. Like, she's a legit scientist. She's got a job. You did a great job on that greenhouse, though. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then there's more garden space outside. And then, yeah, this is her room. Yeah, so this was Ivy's apartment. I didn't spend too much time out here because it's not really part of her apartment, so I figured it would be more generic. But the plants are taking... Oh, that's right, the roof. Where's the roof? I think the roof is gone. Which is really a shame. Oh, because it's a room. Let me try placing it as a enough space on the balcony for Kite Man to land. Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah, so let's see if the version... So there's a version that's a room where it's all one big room. And then there's a version... We're going to place it furnished with the walls intact. Let's see if it works. And that should have the roof because I filled the roof with plants. There we go.
I would say you did like a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is... We did this for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I love it. This is such a Gotham view, too.
Yeah. So I had to create channels in the roof to put the plants in because it wouldn't let me place them on the roof. And we have some dangling ivy, and then the top of the greenhouse is glass. Yeah. So that's what we built for her because we really enjoyed watching. I think it might be my favorite DC cartoon series. I think it may have eclipsed BTOS for me, which is
really
high praise. It's so good.
It is so good.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It's my favorite. Do I love it more than Young Justice?
Ooh.
Because I really love Young Justice.
I know.
I would
tied for first?
Tied for first.
Is there a season of Young Justice like that it falls between? Like not as good as season 1, but better than season 3 or something like that?
No, and you know why? Because there was just so much going on in that show. Because each season is its own show.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. Not just because there's been like 7 years between seasons 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
But because there's so much going on, and there's so much, like, the scope of Young Justice is just so big.
I feel like it's almost cheating for it to be my favorite because I feel like it gets to break a lot of rules. Because
it does get to break a lot of rules.
That, like, the regular shows wouldn't be able to break, but even still, I really liked it. Yeah. Like, I don't know that I would accept a Commissioner Gordon acting that way in a DC show, but I think it's really great in Harley Quinn.
So, okay. So here's how Harley Quinn gets to be my favorite show.
Mm-hmm.
They introduced Dick Grayson.
Oh, yeah.
He's like the one component that's missing for me because I love Dick Grayson so much. He is my precious little cinnamon roll, and we got Barbara, We've got Babs.
They might be gearing up to introduce Dick Grayson because Barbara is here.
Because Babs is there, right?
Yeah.
And so the reason I still say that it's not beating Young Justice for me is the therapy episode at the end of season 1 in Young Justice when Dick admits he doesn't want to be Batman. It was wonderfully acted, it was beautifully written, and it was such a wonderfully insightful moment into not just the Young Justice Robin, but like Robin, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, Batman as a whole. That was just like, yeah, I loved it. I loved it so much.
It definitely over-exaggerates how a lot of the characters are usually presented. Yeah.
Oh my god,
so
yeah.
Part of why I love it so much is because I have the other shows to establish the character, and then to see this show riff off that characterization is so fun.
It is so fun.
As far as like how much pure joy it's given me, absolutely Harley Quinn ranks top.
Yeah, yeah, they're tied for me. But it's close. It is so close. I also really, truly do just love watching the Joker get his face bashed in.
Tiny Robin and oversized Batman costumes are the best jokes in Harley
Oh
Quinn.
my god.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, it was so great.
I was in from the moment Ivy was like, "You want Ty?"
Like, do you want to just go get your food? Like, so Cece and Mark saw it before I did. Because I was like, okay, they're making another DC cartoon. I don't need to watch another one, right? And
But
so they
actually.
saw it. I did actually, yeah. And so we went to have, this is, back before the Panini existed. And we were having weekly meetings, and I showed up to the meeting one day, and Cece's put me on the couch like, we're watching Harley Quinn. And I was like, the fuck? We're gonna what now?
I do
And
this
like,
for her.
the second, because they, like, in the first, 5 minutes, there's, 5 F-bombs, and I'm like, well, I'm here.
They come on strong.
And you know what? They're appropriate. So, I swear a lot, because my life is a joke. But, one of the things that always bothers me about superhero properties is when, they don't swear even when it's appropriate. I understand why Superman doesn't swear. I get it. It makes 100% sense. He's a Boy Scout. I got you. It's cool. And, Bruce Wayne has too much self-control. I get it. Again, totally a thing. But the villains...
Yes,
yeah,
I don't know
right?
if you've noticed that we swear.
I don't know if you've noticed. But yeah, no, when the villains just start dropping F-bombs, I was like, alright. Because the opening scene is Harley in the funhouse just beating people with the bat, isn't it?
The opening scene is on a cruise ship.
No, yeah, that's right.
The Joker, it's almost too much. Because in the opening scene, they very much want you to know that this is a show with swearing, so they swear a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this too much? But then by the end of the episode, you're like, no, it's the right amount.
Yeah, I live with myself, so no amount of swearing is too much swearing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the Joker who's doing the swearing initially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's...
Oh, speaking of the Joker, the Joker is played by Alan Tudyk. Clayface is played by Alan Tudyk.
Everyone is played by Alan
There's
Tudyk
a third
because it's
character
Alan
played by Alan
Tudyk.
Tudyk, but it's a minor character.
But it's, I mean, at this point, I'm surprised Alan Tudyk isn't playing me. It's just, he's everybody.
For the rest of the stream, I will be played by Alan Tudyk.
Legit, though!
He does a good Joker, too.
If anyone ever needs to just have a laugh, please go find the video of Alan Tudyk on YouTube voicing Hey from Moan. Because there's just something so magical about...
He does all these
Such a wonderful chicken
box, all these different ones, bakak, bakak, bakak. And then he turns to the camera and deadpans, I went to Juilliard.
Juilliard. It's just so precious. I was like, you know what? This is probably like on one hand, it's like I've had those days where it's like I went to Juilliard and I'm playing a chicken that is literally too dumb to live. I did not go to Juilliard. I am a chicken that's too dumb to live. But also, like, he's probably one of the most prolific voice actors right now. Like, I'm not joking when I said he's literally in everything. Is it a random Disney animal? Alan Tudyk. Is it some random villain in a show? Alan Tudyk. Like, his IMDb is ridiculous. I was talking about Jewel State earlier because she was on David Blue has every Saturday night a guest on his Twitch, and she was his guest this week, and so she referenced Alan, and I was just like, he's in everything. He's got a show on Sci-Fi right now. He's got that Rogue One series coming out. Apparently there's going to be an ARC animated series that he's in.
ARC?
Jesus, really? He's the captain. Okay. Peter Pan and Wendy. Oh, he's playing Mr. Darling. Okay. Devil May Care. He's literally in this year, just this year. He's in the Big Hero 6 TV series. Archibald's next big thing is here, which is a TV series for an episode. He was Raya and the Last Dragon. By the way, I watched the credits of Raya and the Last Dragon just to see if he actually voiced the animal.
Yeah, and he did.
I waited, and he did.
Yeah, of course.
Solar Opposites, Resident Alien, Devil May Care, Final Space, Eat Wheaties, and then Distancing Socially, Peter Pan and Wendy, and ARC the animated series all come out next year. But yeah, there is apparently an ARC animated series. I'm gonna drop the
That's funny to me because there's a Jurassic Park animated series, right? So
there is.
If it's ARC the game, that's 2 animated series of dinosaurs.
Pippin's gonna be so happy. He's an American Dad, Robot Chicken. Oh, that's right. He's the Camp Cretaceous.
Yeah.
Yes. That is what Sip said. Sip said it was really good. He was in Doom Patrol as well. He's everything. He was in the Santa Clarita Diet?
Oh, was he regular or was it just a single episode?
He
as good as
was
any of the movies. Okay.
7 episodes.
7 episodes? Okay. So he was probably an recurring character for a season. Yeah.
He's in Young Justice.
Oh! I just realized that I can take this and put it on the 2nd floor.
You can.
It's like I play this game. Okay.
Well, you don't play the game is the joke.
So then I need to put some kind of fake wall here. Yeah, I could just put this whole thing on the 2nd floor. And then his head will be in the right spot. Okay, so we take this, and we duplicate it.
You ever read a character name and you just go, I know this person is an asshole?
Yes, I have.
He, in a show called Newsreaders, played a character. I don't know. It's outside the boundary of the lot?
That's a lie. That's a dirty lie. Okay, let's try this. This should, oh wait, did we do it? Was that, no. This should work, right? This should work.
Maybe try putting it like above and then building something underneath it, like putting it down somewhere else and then moving it. I know you spent a lot of time.
Small. Oh wait, it worked. It worked.
Yay!
Okay.
So he plays a character by the name of Regan Biscayne. Biscayne.
Yeah, Biscayne. I heard you.
Yep. And like that character's a douchebag.
Yeah.
I'm still mad they canceled Powerless actually.
Powerless was so good.
Yeah. That was gonna wind up being my favorite live action DC not DC show, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good. Now he looks right. Mostly. Powerless was so good.
It was so smart. I was just like, man, like, why'd they have to cancel that? Like, that was so good. I loved that show. I know everyone was like, I don't want to say everyone. I know a couple people were like, talking smack about it.
What?
But I loved it. I loved it so much.
Oh, cool. We're just like, we're fully bugging out. I'm gonna save.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And then I'm
Just in
also
case.
gonna save it to my library.
Just in case.
Let's
Wow.
not take any chances. Let's just save the build. Yeah, I know I put 6 of this rug down, but the rest of the rugs, there's only one of them, so I don't know. I don't know why that's happening. I'm gonna need to put some kind of supports here. And I'm thinking columns.
Columns is probably a good idea.
But not,
You got me into Powerless too, didn't you?
it was good. That's how I got you into it.
Was.
I think we got you into it, but if I hadn't, Sippin definitely would have.
Yeah. I think I try to vet my DC shows first.
Mm. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. I don't like doing it, but I think I have to.
Yeah.
Just because. Do you want to just like, oh, you know what? You should just leave the underside matching because it'll just match because his head is a dome.
Oh, it's the backside of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which doesn't have the optic sensor, but it's fine. It's fine. You can leave the rest of it, like the little like
he
borders.
should still have the stripe, of course.
You should still have a stripe and like his little doohickeys on the side. But yeah, you can just that way less work. Now that you've undone it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all fine. Everything's fine.
Just gonna let that be. I'm sure I'll log back into this and like after I save and close and it'll be correct.
It'll be
but
well.
for now, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, I think that's sufficient for support, so it doesn't look like it's dangling, but it's not overly filled. And then now we can try adding a gate here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's possible. Which, you know, maybe you can't add a gate on a dome. It would not be so surprising.
I don't know how this works.
You know what? We won't add a gate. We don't need a gate. We have everything we need right here on the patio. Oh, this looks so much better. He doesn't look decapitated. He still does look sad when I zoom out, though. But yeah. Sadly, Sims doesn't like you to do basically anything with round pieces. I know. It's like, it's really like, they're like, you can have these round pieces because you insist, but we hate them and we're not going to let you do anything. Yeah, because there's only one tile. there's only one tile for the gate, but it won't work because of the column, so we just won't do a gate. It's okay. We don't need a gate. We're gonna put around him probably a bunch of the Batu pieces.
I don't know what I thought you were gonna say, but I thought you were gonna say bathtubs. Like, why are you just gonna put a bunch of those bathtub plants? Like, that's really lazy landscaping for you.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to put Batu lights. That's why I made the walls so
tall.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and do we want them maybe in our color palette? I have no idea what the inside of this build is. But
You're like, I got as far as not making the 3D monstrosity.
Yeah, I decided we weren't going to do this. And then I didn't think any farther than that. I was just like, I want to build R2.
Build a droid depot. It can just be a hangout spot for droids.
Oh, that might be fun. So I think I do want to make it a house, but I think we could do something like where the person who builds the droids lives in their shop.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll do like a business entrance and then like a home entrance.
10 out of 10 would be a crazy droid lady in Star Wars. Well, I don't have to feed them.
Right.
Which is great.
You do have to keep them out of trouble, though, and that is a full-time job.
I mean, do you?
You don't have to keep them out of trouble. You can let them get in trouble, as long as they can get themselves out of the trouble, which I think usually can. But
I know I've said before, but quite possibly one of my favorite bits in all of Star Wars, like all of Star Wars, EU, Legends, whatever, what have you, is Rey and Poe let BB out of their sight for 40 minutes, and he hijacked an ATST.
A house for servos would be fun.
Ooh, that would be cool.
So, is that like, what is a servo?
Like the robots.
Oh, okay, so the robots, like the robots live free in this house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like they've
And we have the robotics station now with University.
Yeah. I think that'll work. God, even with the wall height, this light is so big. I think it must be for 2-story builds.
Probably. BB and Chopper. Yo, droids get it done.
They do.
Droids get it done. It was so unexpected. Like Chopper, like in the first episode, they let you know what Chop is about. But BB just like went home like he was like the definition of Chaos Child with Aunt Rose and Uncle Finn. And was just like utter chaos, went home to mommy and daddy and was like, "Hi, I'm precious BB boy now." Like it was the cutest thing. It was just like, yes, this is my aesthetic, but also, sir, small sir, I have a concern. Like, also the fact that I find that adorable is why I shouldn't, like, be in charge of children. Like, just, it's a thing. Chopper is actually how we convinced my one roommate to watch Rebels. Because Chopper, if you haven't seen Star Wars Rebels, Chopper is the astromech droid in Star Wars Rebels, because all Star Wars properties need a sassy droid, and Chopper is theirs. And I have concerns about Chop and the safety of the children on that ship. Because, like, I know if those kids had been anyone other than Sabine and Ezra, that would have been a problem.
Okay, so I've divided the house into 2. So this is the residential area.
Okay.
Here, and then this is sort of the workstation, and then there will be
like a kitchen in the middle?
well, so this is the door out to the back. Like, do you have other droids in the back? And so this is sort of
Maybe.
like the outdoor workstation here. This
Okay,
there'll
okay.
be a door in from both sides. Yeah, so we can put a kitchen back here. I don't know why. Maybe there's some humans that live here with the droids. It's a mixed space. Yeah, so let's do a reception desk to greet people coming in, looking for droid stuff, because that's how they make their money, and then they live in the back. If we want to put a two-person bedroom, that's probably going to be here, and then it's probably going to have to be a galley kitchen.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And then the bathroom is probably just this.
I don't know if there's any bathroom stuff
Yeah.
in the two.
Oh. We're not pack limited to the two. I could also make this part of the living space. Just because it's a nice big area with a lot of windows. And then they could have like a dining room and stuff in here, or family room type place to gather. So yeah, actually, I think I want the living space to be larger than the shop. So go ahead and do that. There we go.
I asked you if R2 is your favorite droid.
He is.
He
Well,
is.
yes. Yeah, he is. It's R2 and then Chopper and then BB.
I didn't know if K2 made the list or
K2 is...
Rogue One. Alan Tudyk. L3 is the one from Solo who's fighting for
that
droid
one's
liberation
not Alan
rights.
Tudyk.
No, that is not Alan.
Yeah. It took me, I know you figured out what I was thinking, because I was like, wait.
I did.
Yeah.
Which one is Alan?
Yeah. I just haven't spent enough time with those two, because they were only in one
Fair.
movie. Yeah.
That's fair.
R2 was even in 3 before the shows, so...
That's true.
Maybe we could put the bathroom somewhere else. We'll think about it.
Oh, that's funny. L3
Good night,
is
Kildar.
voiced... Night, Kildar. Sleep well. Good luck. I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah, we will. And Mary's gonna play Mass Effect on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yes.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
so we'll tell you how he goes.
It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be a time. You liked Broadchurch, right?
Yes, I saw season 1 of Broadchurch and I liked it.
Okay.
I haven't seen season 2 of Broadchurch because season 1 hurt me.
Okay.
But it hurt me in a way that I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, season 2 has Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who also plays Fleabag, who is the voice of L3 from Solo.
Who does she play?
In Broadchurch?
Yeah.
Abby Thompson in season 2.
Abby Thompson. Oh, in season 2. I haven't seen season 2.
Yes.
So.
Yes. That's why I specified which season.
So I think we decided that Eco Life is a pack that goes with the Star Wars pack,
two?
and then I think possibly Island Living.
Might depend on the vibe, but sure, yeah. Yeah.
Depending on the
That's a
planet.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not ready for the Nevers to hurt me tonight, Cece. Because I know it's gonna wreck me.
We have not spoken of the Nevers since
We have not.
last week, but I am caught up until today's. So tonight is the finale, but I'm caught up until this point.
Oh, we have not spoken of the Nevers. It hurt me. It hurt me so bad. I'm really not sure how I'm gonna handle tonight. I'm gonna get wrecked, and I'm just not sure what to do with it.
I know that they're gonna give us a very serious cliffhanger, and then I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait so long. I really like the Malady reveal.
Yes. Oh my god, I was trying so hard not to scream. I was.
I was upset
trying
with myself
so
because my
hard.
brain knew who Effie really was, but it didn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching because we saw a lot of Effie that episode, and I was just like, "What the fuck is happening?" Because this does not make sense, and I'm just confused. And she's acting like out of character, and I was just it just wasn't happening in my brain. When it caught up, it just. It upset me. It hurt me. It was so good. It was so good. My precious little beans. All of them. My precious little beans. I'm like, I'll just Google when it's coming back. Nope. Reviews are starting to come in, and I'm just gonna stay off the Googles.
Yeah, no. It is beyond past the time for Googling.
Yeah, I also caught that, and I was just like, what the hell?
You know how I don't really recognize actors when they've changed their hair?
Yes.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
I was like, so I didn't see it coming at all, because if you change a character's makeup, I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
It's just a ongoing problem that I have. I just don't. She sounds exactly like Malady. Yeah. So she was blonde, so clearly it's a whole different person. What facial structure?
That's true.
So, yeah.
Honestly, no, that's mean. I'm not gonna say that.
I was surprised Pikachu. She even looked a lot like her for Logic Not Found. Yeah. I did. Well, you know, Malady has like a really specific look, like the way her hair is and her makeup. You don't even really see that much of her face. So when Malady doesn't look like Malady, like if she's not wearing all
confusing.
her stuff, like, and you know, I am from the DCU, so like when the character puts their glasses on, I'm like, who that? So
You're not the only one though.
I had no hope, is what I'm saying. There was no chance that I was gonna get it. Yeah, exactly. Because her look was so distinct, it was you don't actually see her. You just see the costume, the mask.
Her.
It was
Yeah.
brilliant.
This show is so good, it hurts me. And I know they're gonna like wreck all of my babies tonight, and I'm just like, I can't. They're gonna wreck True, and they're gonna wreck Penance, and they're gonna wreck Frank, and I'm just gonna not know what to do with myself, and I'm gonna be devastated, and it's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna make sure that the cat comes with me.
It's a few weeks old now, but the Frank reveal really turned on
That
a lot
was
of light bulbs for me.
yeah, that was a good one too. I like
"Ah."
that. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that reveal. I enjoyed that Mary knew the reveal. I very much enjoyed the way that played out.
So sometimes I match the outside of the build to the inside of the build, and we're not doing that today.
No,
No, the inside of this build has warm colors.
I mean, that makes sense.
The sudden rush from I feel guilty for cheating on my wife to let's bang like bunnies again, throw anyone else off. I assumed there was a time skip.
There was a time skip, but it threw me off so much that I swore I missed an episode. Like, I actually paused and double checked that I was watching the correct episode, because I was like, did I miss something? Also, I love what's-his-face. Not the Artful Dodger, but the Artful Dodger.
Oh!
Horsefield Kid.
The guy,
Nimble!
yes.
Jack Nimble.
Yes.
I fucking love him so much.
He's fun.
He is. I'm like, you are a great character. I like your turn. I like your personality. He's just delightful, and he is a delightful play off of Annie as well. I truly enjoy him. But yeah, I was very convinced that either I had missed an episode or HBO aired something out of order. I was deeply concerned. I was like, if you mess this show up for me, I'm gonna be so mad. But yeah, no, that felt weird to me.
It did seem like I didn't know how long they had stopped having an affair, and it seemed like
yeah,
in the episode yeah, they play off each other well.
they do.
It seemed
I
like
ship it.
they weren't very good at not banging for so I figured, well, I guess they're doing this again.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if they have they don't have a medal, but this medal kind of matches the Batu lights. Like,
A little bit, yeah.
I remembered a bathroom in this build.
You remembered the bathroom, yeah.
It's important. It's important to remember the bathroom in the builds.
Apparently, the premiere drew just over 1.4 million viewers across linear telecasts and digital, making it the best start of a new HBO original series on HBO Max thus far.
On HBO Max, yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad this is mid-season break after tonight because I cannot seem to catch up on my recaps. Yeah, they're dense. I do not envy you. There's so much happening. Like, I do not envy you that at all because it's so intense. I'm hoping it sticks around. I truly do. It looks like it's got a great team. Oh my god, everything. And I like it because it looks like it's being well looked after, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the stuff with Frank looks very, like, well thought forward. The stuff with, Hugo looks very well thought out. Like, even, like, the characters in the background all look like everyone's paying very close attention to those details. And I'm like, I'm curious. I'm just curious a little bit. I mean, more than a little bit, but...
So Lord Masson's daughter's totally locked up in the basement, right?
Yeah, I believe that's what we've decided.
She's super duper locked up in the basement.
Super duper locked up in the basement.
Yeah.
Super duper, 100%. That's what's happening there. 100%.
Hey, look, the Woods match. Isn't that exciting?
Hey, that almost never happens.
They're from the same pack, so...
that doesn't mean shit.
I know.
That doesn't mean anything. Some of the touch have turns that change. Yes, we do. We do know that.
Yeah.
And we know several of them are dangerous to themselves and others.
His wife was already dead, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the impression that I got.
Yeah, the dialogue was kind of because the dialogue is with the the housekeeper, and he's like, I thought he was like not giving approval for the housekeeper to have a lesbian relationship, and then I realized he meant a Mrs. in his own house. To stop having fantasies of like marrying. He said something that made it seem like you need to stop having fantasies of marrying a woman or something, and I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, he meant him marrying. It took me, it was a whole moment.
You got there, it's okay.
Yeah.
You got there, it's alright, it's alright. Gravestone for Mrs. Madison died the same year. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, there we go. That would do it. I mean,
that would do it.
It's not like it's rare.
Very common.
Yeah.
Upsettingly common.
Well, and particularly, you know, in the time period and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Just gonna put some of these plants here so they're convenient for me to find later.
You're like, I'm just gonna drop some plants because I'm gonna want to have some plants, and I know I'm gonna want to have some plants.
I'm probably not gonna put too many plants on the outside, and I'm gonna do mostly Batu.
That makes sense.
Statues, so yeah, I want some on the inside. Speaking of Victorian London, I also binged the first season of Bridgerton, and I didn't hate it as much as I should have.
I have been putting off Bridgerton because I know what's gonna happen to me when I watch it. Because I know the lead actor is not coming back for season 2.
Oh.
Because they signed him on for 1 season, and that's the danger. But I heard it was good. I heard it was very good, actually. That is what I've understood to be a common thread, Ash. You're not alone in that lament. Many people watched it for his eye candy. Which does present a potential problem. But I'm also not familiar with the books. So like I don't know if like that story is just straight up like done. First I thought the story writing was really trite, cliche. Yeah, it did. So one of the reasons I stayed away from it was because it seemed like it was gonna be a show of that particular genre that told a particular type of story, and I was like, I just want something a little more quality. Like, not that the show isn't good in its own ways,
You wanted something more surprising.
I wanted the Nevers, as it turned out. That's what I wanted, and that is what I eventually waited for and got. But a lot of people did say it was really, really good. But I didn't want to go from Downton Abbey, which is also not perfect. Like, Downton Abbey is not perfect. But I didn't want to go from a show like Downton Abbey or from The Borgias or The Tudors to Bridgerton. Like, I was like, that felt like a step down almost. Again, having not seen the show and also acknowledging that none of the other things that I just acknowledged are perfect. But a lot of them are very good. Even like The Tudors isn't perfect, but The Tudors is good. Also, I am always here for Henry VIII starting some type of bullshit, because that is his primary mode of everything, is just some type of bullshit. And yeah, I saw is Bridgerton Victorian or is it more Regency? Because it looked a little Regency, and I also like I don't mess with that, if that makes sense. Of all the historical periods I like to mess around with, the Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice era is not my bag. Um, so the Regency period, I'm trying to like. Okay. This is a very this is like a thing. Okay. I have opened up a can of worms. Okay.
Humbly
What are
await
these
your
two
explanation.
Yes. The two periods, the Regency era is named for the ruler of the England at the time, the Prince Regent. The Prince Regent ruled in place of his father, King No One Cares. This literature,
Oh yeah, good old King No One Cares.
King George III. Literature from 1811 to 1820. So it's set a little. It's Mary Shelley is technically. Oh Jesus. Technically, Frankenstein is Regency fiction.
Well, you know, even a stop clock is right twice a day. It's also not
I'm
particularly interested in the royals of that period.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to imagine Mary Shelley and Jane Austen as like a Mean Girls type of situation, and my brain is like clanking to a stop.
Mm-hmm.
The short answer is roughly 20 years between the two. Victorian age is from like late 1930s to the early 1900s, because that's how long Victoria was on the throne.
Alethea, I'm laughing because I actually like sparkling grape juice.
I mean, I like sparkling grape juice too.
I understand the
yeah.
The
Also,
transition. Yeah, they're very not the same.
Very not the same. And yeah.
There's an epic rap battle between Mary Shelley and Jane Austen. Mary Shelley would wipe the floor with her. Is there an epic rap battle? I feel like this has been done.
There is a fan-made Mary Shelley epic rap battle, but it is fan-made and is versus Bram Stoker.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
Which I'm not as excited about.
No.
I much rather would watch Jane Austen. Before someone finds us later and gets upset, Jane Austen is a fine author, very important. Not my bag. Not my thing. Not my tea. I cannot. I can't.
There's a difference between bad objectively and not for you.
And not for me, yes. And I very much subscribe that not everything is for me, even when it says like on the tin that it maybe should be.
Alethea
You have one big nitpick. What is the one big nitpick? Because I'm not going to watch this show. I'm probably going to watch this show. Yes, the king is King George, and that is yeah. I believe it is also King George of Hamilton.
Oh, that King George?
I'm trying to confirm.
The third? I think that's right.
I think that's right. So yeah.
He was on the throne for a long time because
he was also crazy as hell.
Yeah, well.
Like, and I don't mean that in like an ableist way. I mean, King George had some pretty damning mental illnesses, which is probably why his son was the Prince Regent was in charge. Georgie married a black woman who is the acting queen of the show because he has dementia, and everyone is, we have a black queen or something. Yeah. I also was hearing about that, and I'm like, this might just, like, I don't. So, like, there are two ways that you can cast, I'm gonna say this from a weird stance, I guess. So, I just mentioned Hamilton, right? Which is a incredibly anachronistic look at the founding fathers. And I'm okay with there not being like a little bit of realism. Like, I'm okay. You want to have a black queen? Have a black queen. That's Queen Charlotte, right? Because if I recall, yeah, Charlotte was awesome. Queen Charlotte was pretty badass. You could just cast a character and then just like not. Like, you can just like you don't like
You don't have to
I don't
make a
know.
thing about it.
Yeah, I don't. I had this problem with like the shit they did to Kelly Marie Tran as well in Star Wars when they were like, "There's no Asian women in space." I'm like, where have you been for the last like 6 movies, guys? Like, it just like it. But yeah, to do that, draw attention to it, and then it just because even if there was no racism, right? Which ideally there shouldn't be, because there shouldn't be, right?
Mhm.
They're like, I don't feel like I have to explain that or follow that up with anything.
No.
There just shouldn't be.
Mhm.
If that is such a sudden thing that, oh, we're not racist because our Anglo king married a black woman, they're also not going to suddenly become like dukes and duchesses like suddenly overnight, because yeah. Where you have the Nevers, who you do have people of color, and you're dealing with that issue like right there on like the page, like it's right there on the page, like they're dealing with that actively as the story is progressing. But as you say, Shonda Rhimes, who I've never been a super big fan of, that's Grey's Anatomy, right? Yes, in Private Practice and things. Like, I've never been a huge fan of her Shondaverse stuff, so. But yeah, I was just. I know at some point I'm probably going to watch it when, like, the obsession with it dies down. But for now, I just can't. Like, and I know they use, like orchestral and, like, string versions of songs. Like, modern-day pop songs. Yeah. Which I love. I do honestly love it, like, when shows and movies and things like that are kind of cheeky and do that. Like, I do actually kind of like that. When Mally says New Moon has made me a virgin, I was like, yo, that's some low-key casual. Yeah, and it is. And it is like, again, not that it's great, but it is like period appropriate racism. But you have
I did not understand what that was, and I still don't totally know what that means. And I can Google it later.
The music thing? Dinah? What? Dinah? I hear screaming. Oh, over there. Oh, BB! Sorry, cat has started screaming for some reason. Hi! Oh. You got confused by Finn's flute loops. I see. New moon equals when the moon is completely black. Yeah.
Oh, does she say that to the doctor?
I believe so, yes.
Oh. Ooh.
She says that to, I have forgotten his name.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's,
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, sometimes... oh, yeah. Yeah.
Horatio.
That one I caught. But yeah, that one I didn't catch.
It's, yeah.
I don't always expect the things that Malady says to make literal sense.
But sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, she usually does mean something, but I don't expect it to always mean the actual words that she says, literally. So, yeah, so I didn't grok that. But
even if that was not her direct intent.
it's still, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that is probably what she meant.
Yeah. In you know, hindsight, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will eventually watch Bridgerton because I like period dramas. That's just how I live my life. And I'm mostly okay with it. And we haven't really had a good one for a while, I don't think, myself. Aside from Downton Abbey, which is more drama than period. But, you know. Also I'm still real mad at that show.
If you only want to watch with the eye candy, you can skip the first episodes and just stick to the last two.
I mean, I do want to watch it. Like, as someone who enjoys this time setting and these, like, not the Shonda Rhimes parts, but the period dramas, like, I do want to, like, watch it so that I have an opinion. Also my roommate has seen it and she really liked it, and I know I'm gonna have to come armed with opinions and things. Gotcha. Yeah. So I did do myself a solid. Like, I do know what happens because it's also a mystery, right? They're also trying to solve a mystery of, like, who's writing all these scandalous rumors.
Oh, that's how. Okay.
What?
Well, the mysteries, that's how I would fall into it.
Yes.
Trying to solve a mystery, you say?
Yes. So basically, someone's essentially writing, like, Regency gossip rag magazine about everyone. Is basically what's happening in the show. And they're trying to solve some, like, I have to get married for reasons, and I don't want to get married for reasons, and then they're also trying to figure out who's writing the gossip.
I wish there was a more sci-fi looking TV. That worked
Yeah.
like a TV.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll just throw some, like, random Batu garbage in this room
And hope for the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
yeah,
just,
so
like,
there's
put one of these near it.
like, there's plot happening. But yeah. I'm trying to think of what other, like, weird historical. Oh, Six, the musical. I was just listening to, like, some historical bullshit, like, alleged historical bullshit, which they made, like, a rock opera for Henry VIII's wives.
Okay, I see this is just what we're doing now.
Yes. Where, I don't know if they're supposed to be dead, but they basically are all just, like, getting together and shitting on him, and it's like after they've been divorced or beheaded or whatever, they've decided to come back and tell their story.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're basically the Spice Girls, but not. And some of the songs are pretty good, I ain't gonna lie.
There was something kind of saccharinely endearing about watching Simon and Daphne fall in love.
That I did hear was, like, they were, like, legitimately enjoyable to root for, which I was like, finally plagued one of my most hate. Yeah. Is your most hated trope the forced to fall pretend dating trope? Because let me tell you, that is not a favorite of mine either. Mostly because it's very rarely executed well. A couple of times I've seen it done well. If you were just shut up and talk to each other, you could fix your problems already.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't need that in my life. Like I said, I'll probably watch it eventually, but I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those, I'm awake at 2 in the morning and I've got nothing to do because we allegedly are having a hurricane, so I'm just gonna drink and watch Bridgerton. Type of deals.
It's very specific.
That's how I started Supernatural.
Oh, well, yeah, there's a lot to get through on Supernatural.
Yeah, and then I never finished because Wendigos happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch something about Wendigos during a hurricane.
I didn't know, and I had regrets.
Regrets. Anytime there's a we need to talk, not now, just to pad the storyline, my blood boils. Yeah.
Yeah, when 90% of if your entire plot hinges on the fact that characters are not sharing information for a not good reason, I, like, because I know you and I are guilty of this as well.
Well,
But,
so
like-
like, I think that there's a lot of information Amelia True isn't sharing with other people, but I think
Right.
there's also a really good reason for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that reason so far seems to be like people might, catch a bad case of the dead.
I am very excited to maybe find out what that reason is in this episode.
Yeah.
But I also recognize that may not happen.
Yeah, but if the stakes are if there are no stakes, say this is a fluffy romance story, because Bridgerton is. In Bridgerton, where it was, I am a dark, brooding bad boy who's too scarred to share my emotional. Yeah, that I can't deal with that bullshit.
And
That I can't deal with.
to have another example from the Nevers, they don't drag on the stuff between, not Prudence, Penance. They don't drag on the stuff between Penance and Augie, because the two of them have a conversation. It's an awkward conversation.
There's-
With a lot of misconceptions,
No.
but they have it.
Can I just once again say how fucking precious Penance and Augie are? Like, they are truly just delightful rays of sunshine.
He's out of the doghouse again for me.
Oh my goodness.
He's in my good graces.
Oh my god, they are the fucking cutest. I love them so much.
Do you suppose Lavinia did the murder? Poor Augie.
When she delivered that line, do you know what I thought of? And I referenced it again this evening when I was talking about Jewel, not on stream, but at dinner. Was that episode? I think it was the train job episode of Firefly.
I think,
When Simon comes over and he asks what they're doing, and Kayla goes, "Oh, crime!"
yeah. Well,
That was the energy I got.
yes. Alethea, during that line, were you trying to appease me? What do you think I'm ugly? I looked at Mark and I was like, this is a no-win. This is a no-win answer.
No,
This
is a
this
no
is a
win.
trick.
And his response to that was something like, "Am I interrupting?" And Augie was like, "Please do." Like,
Yeah.
because Augie knew
Yes.
he was trapped.
It was a trap.
He knew it was a trap, and you could
And
see him. He was like,
he knew in his heart he did not have the social skills to, like, figure this out either. He was like, oh no.
Something has happened.
Yeah. I'm in danger.
He's like, "I don't know what to do,
Help.
but I know something has gone wrong."
Help, please.
He's so precious. I love him so much. They're so adorable. They're the fucking cutest. Yo, watching Penance and True fight though hurt me. That
Oh,
hurt, like in
yeah.
my soul, that hurt me. But True then still sent her a bodyguard, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
You want to see Augie and Penance marry and have a
Married.
million babies?
Well, she's Irish and probably Catholic, so that's probably what's gonna happen.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's very, very possible. So Penance and Augie are giving me major Fitzsimmons vibe.
Mm.
I have practiced saying this, and yo, Penance.
Yeah.
Penance is so. I love her
She's
so
a
much.
delight.
And her actress as well is just. Anne Skelly is great. But yeah, they are giving me major Fitzsimmons vibes and kind of Simon Kaylee vibes as well.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it's just because copper hair, dark hair, like if that's like just like a reoccurring color scheme. But Simon was also from very well-to-do family with a lot of money and was also very socially inept.
Mm.
Bless that boy. I love him, but he was not. He did not know what was happening. But yeah, oh god, they're so oh, poor Augie. He knew he was trapped too when he didn't side with her.
Oh, yeah, well.
Oh. It was like, oh, you poor BBs. Penance is so precious. I'm constantly she's so sweet. Her accent is wonderful. Like, I know that's probably just the way that she speaks. Because I believe Anne Skelly is Irish. I believe she is Irish, like actually Irish. Yeah, she is actually Irish. She's from Dublin. But she's so delightful. I love all the accents in this show, which is a problem for me because I really do love all of their accents. She does sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
I did watch a few of the behind the scenes
which we've
featurettes.
taken to watch, as I don't usually watch a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but since there's no more and I have nothing else, we just let it run through.
I don't like let it run through so much as I obsessively wait for it to start because I was like, I need more content. I need more content. This is not okay, and I need more content. I just.
It's, and you know, I'm like, I would really like more, and then, like, I watched the featurette, but I know that it's not going to tell me what happens next. It's only going to tell me what already happened, and I already know that part.
Dude,
but I watch it anyway.
Yeah, because I just need more.
I also like hearing Lord Massen's actor talk.
He is so great in The Crown.
Oh, that makes sense. It makes sense that he's in The Crown.
If you want to hear more of him talk, there's another really fantastic period piece that I'm obsessed with. Not wholly accurate, of course. But it's great, and plenty of characters who don't have conversations, but not because of like petty childhood like bad boy. Like there's like actual like legitimate issues that are happening, you know, in that franchise. That series.
The actor who plays Massen is actually kind of a silver fox.
Yeah. He his name, by the way, his name is Pip. Pip Torrens.
That's his real first name?
Yes, his name is Philip Dean Torrens.
Oh.
He goes by Pip.
Okay. But his given name is Philip.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh shit, he went to Cambridge Trinity College. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, if you just want to watch him like a little bit,
Who's borking? Who borks?
Who's borking? Like, he was a really, really good Tommy LaSalle. I think he was in seasons 3 and 4, which is a shame, because I really would have loved him, opposite, Matt Smith in The Crown. Because Matt's, like, every actor and actress they get in The Crown is fantastic, but Matt Smith was exceptionally awesome. Yes, pet the critter! I don't know where mine are.
Hi, Leo.
I lie. I know where
Leia.
exactly one of mine is.
You good girl? You come up
Hi,
here and say
Leia
hello?
face. Look at Leia. Look at the pupper.
There
Look
we
at that
go.
good doggo. Yes, those
Yes.
chin scratches.
Do you think your neck is itchy because it's always covered in dirt?
Probably.
Do you think that,
That makes
might
sense.
be why?
That is a
Yeah.
good reason. Oh my god, so yesterday, or not yesterday, but the other
I'm
day.
sure Luke misses you too. Leia misses no one, and she's enjoyed being alone, and is very angry when we bring people over.
She's such a good girl. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I miss them too, but also I really miss the
Yeah.
dogs.
I miss you too.
truth. I think I've said that like actively. Like, I miss you guys. I miss seeing everyone. I really miss seeing everyone's dogs. Like, I got to see Leia a couple weeks ago, but like I haven't really seen Luke in a hot. Like, I haven't seen Luke at all. Our buddies have 2
That is
dogs. I
fair.
haven't.
Oh, I see. We're angling for snacks, right? Shake. She just put her face in my hand.
She's so just give her a treat. She deserves it. Just whatever that is deserves it.
Shake. There we go.
What's actually kind of funny is Penance was kind of right about Lavinia.
A little bit, yeah. She's not good. I think her and Massa might be working together somehow. I just can't.
I do,
how.
yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there's a lot still happening
Shake.
there.
Luke,
Luke's
shake.
like, oh, there's food. Oh, there's food now. I will be involved.
There we go. Good doggies. Good doggies.
You good boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, I haven't figured out what their angle is yet, like, how they're working together. And she's not in any of, like, the men's meetings that you see Masson in, so I wonder
Yeah.
if he's working with her on, like, behind
The
the
DL?
scenes. Yeah. I mean, he was willing to work with the Beggar King, so... Lord
Yeah.
Mass and I agree almost exactly nothing. It's the cornerstone of our friendship. Yeah, I'm very suspicious of that statement. Because I don't understand...
Incredibly suspicious
So
of
then
that
what
statement.
unites them, right? Like, is it just class? Is it just that they're in the same class and that's more important than agreeing on anything at all? Or is it that they both agree that England is under threat or something?
Because it could technically be both of those things. It could be like we are united for England and because of our station and like...
Masson said almost the exact same phrasing, like it's a line that they agreed
yeah.
on.
Yeah, it is way too coincidental to...
Yeah, that scene between them was great. It was, and that was talked about in the after credits too.
I was just gonna tell you to drink some water, but you already got some.
Thanks.
People have strong desire to maintain the status quo and the benefits that come from being... They definitely do. They definitely want to keep everything as it is. And... So, what does seem nice is... And, like, so, like, Lavinia does seem to genuinely care about Augie, which is nice. It's a little backhanded.
In her own
In her own way, she does seem to care about him. Which is perhaps the most redeeming thing about her at this moment. Other than her actress just being a actual like delight. Like her actress, like in the behind the scenes featurettes, seems to genuinely enjoy playing someone questionably evil. Like
Nice.
which is I always like shows and films and things where the actors and actresses are clearly having a really fun time doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
because you can kind of tell.
Mm-hmm.
And she really seems to be like very into it. I'm like, okay, like I can square with this. Like I'm here for this. But I definitely love it when they're just like, yes. Because she is sketch as hell.
Yeah.
But
And,
Leverage
like,
is one of my favorite shows. Yeah, the on-screen chemistry in Leverage, I've heard, is also fantastic. And I mean, that was also true of things like Firefly, right? You could tell the entire show was labor love. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I truly love it. Because it's just like, I don't want to watch people who are like not into what they do. And I think genre shows especially have like that kind of energy to them. Stargate, a lot of the cast is very like love those shows. I would say Battlestar, but I know that not all of the actors loved Battlestar. But Stargate was one that they all loved. We know everyone loved Firefly. From what I understand, until the very end, a lot of the cast of Falling Skies really enjoyed it. Here lie. My heart. I know, see. I know. But yeah, it's just nice when people, like, enjoy what they do. Um, whenever Ming Na Wen does anything, she just gives it her all, and she to this day gets so excited for like anything Mulan. See Lavinia Minigo. Do you think she knows what Horatio can do? I don't know.
I don't have a really clear understanding of Lavinia's worldview and value system.
I noticed last week so here's the thing. None of the elite, quote unquote, have talked about Horatio.
And
The people who
Horatio
have-
technically works for the Beggar King.
Yes, I was gonna say all of the kind of lower, the Beggar King and like all the gangsters have mentioned Horatio. What did interest me was that Lord Masson sees Penance and Annie as being an equal threat, which I thought was very interesting because it's very because like the words he used were uneducated, so he's like very concerned with this idea. Uneducated Irish because racism. But I
They
don't.
hinted last
I
week
don't
that
even
she
know if
hasn't
they-
always been in a wheelchair, so I'm thinking partial paralysis from injury. Right. I don't know how she ended up in the chair, but if she used to be a swimmer.
Yeah, or a skater.
Swimmer. Swimmer?
Swim.
Skater.
Skater?
Skater. Yeah, it was ice skating.
Ice skating.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see what happened with her and how that happened. Because, even if she did know,
It's
would
possible
she
that his-
accept the
accept help.
help? Yeah,
It is
from
also
an immigrant.
and and a touched. So she's
And a touched.
She's helping the touched, but she does not like them. Like
Yes.
yeah, it was really like so she sees them as a charity case, and is it motivated by the goodness of her heart, or is it a political reason that she's helping them, or is it just that she sees them as beneath her and that's why they need help? She's helping them because they're below her, and her value system says that you should help people that are below you. But by definition, if you're helping them, they're not equal to you. Like, it's a weird...
So there's a further element here of, I think,
An
is
uneducated
she
Irish girl creating something that men of industry have labored over for years. I think it's political. I think she wants to be the hand that feeds them so they don't bite.
I do think that that's it, and I think that there's an additional element where I think she kind of also wants to kind of just scream to be heard. So it was very fashionable at this time for
To
women
have
in
a
society
cause.
to have a cause, and she's misunderstood, and she clearly was very popular. The Bidlows are from a very well-to-do family, right?
Yeah.
She literally says as much. Where if Augie is their saving grace, she can no longer really help the family in the way that normally women of this time would have, which would be for Mary. I'm pretty sure her husband is deceased. Was she married?
Well, do they call her Mrs. Bidlow?
I thought she was just Miss Bidlow.
Miss Bidlow. And what is Augie? Is it Augie Bidlow?
Yeah. Augustus
Bidlow.
something pretentious.
Yeah,
Augie's name is
he says his whole name.
This is his whole last name.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's a combination of feed them so they won't bite, and also there being some element of I'm gonna make all this racket and take on this cause that no one else will, to kind of like keep them in circles and keep them moving in circles and keep having like a reason to host this event and a reason to make a scene and cause drama and have all these fundraisers
She
and
doesn't
do
wanna
all these
be
things.
ignored.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be stagnant.
Yeah.
Um, what is Augie's full name?
Augustus, a couple of things, and then his
Augustus,
last name.
a couple things.
Yeah.
That's right. Augustus Cyril Aspinall Bidlow.
Good lord.
That is his name.
But also, it's a
Yeah,
Bidlow,
blue
so-
ribbons.
Yeah.
The blue ribbons is oof. Yeah, I can't. Oof.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. There's some. Ooh. I like that these characters are so complex I can't figure them out. Like at first
Yeah.
glance. But also some of these are like punching, like it's like, guys, I don't know that I could like do with these feels. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were not so, and I don't, you know what
I don't
though?
think that was supposed to be subtle.
I don't think it was supposed to be subtle. I really, like, I was not, like, because when they want to be subtle, they're very subtle, and when they don't want to be subtle, they're like, here's a mallet to the face, please keep up. It, like, yeah, it, oh god damn, they're so... I am very concerned for, what's her name? Harriet.
Mm.
The Indian girl with the ice powers that got, like, trampled.
Oh, yeah. Also mad at her boyfriend.
Yeah. I am very concerned for whatever's happening there.
Oh,
'Cause I
with
feel
her
like-
trampled, or...
Well, with both. Like, one, I want her to physically be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, I don't know what her, like, status is. Like, how, like, can she stay here without him? Can she support herself without him? Like, obviously she's at the orphanage, so they're not gonna kick her out.
Yeah.
But she, like, they were, like, talking about getting married in the pilot, and I was just like, oh, you're so cute. And it's like, actually, maybe not so much.
He's on strike too.
He is on strike too.
Yeah. Because strike one, when she was like, oh,
You know
so
what?
you'll come here to make out, but not when I need your help. And I was like, ooh.
Ooh.
And
Yo.
now...
Considering how ready everyone was to throw down, or to, like, let Penance throw down when she was just annoyed at Augie, I do not want to even imagine what they would do if he actually broke her heart. Because that would be some funny shenanigans.
Mm.
I mean, not for him. He is being very typical. But yeah, I'm hoping, like, I'm hoping that we do get to, like, flesh him out a little bit, because all the other characters, even the background characters, are, like, so rich.
Mhm.
Like, he has not gotten the chance to, like, defend himself, or, like, there has to be something redeeming about him
Sure.
for her. And I just want to, like, know what that thing is.
I think
Like,
we'll probably see, when we see more of the two of them, I think that will be fleshed out more.
yeah.
But he just hasn't had a lot of screen time yet.
Yeah, we haven't really seen too much of him since the pilot.
Yeah.
And I just wanna see more. I just wanna see more of that. And I know we can't spend as much time with him as if we had a longer show, I feel like we would have seen more of them already. But
Mhm.
because condensed and everything, that we just aren't seeing as much. I'm just like, ugh. But I want to know everything about everyone. Like, I just give me a comic book, give me some short stories. Like, just give me all of the fiction. I will consume all of it. You're like, I'm making all of the Droid Depot things.
Yeah.
You're interested in
Never Have I Ever.
ever? Is it a show? Never Have I Ever? Okay, I will check that out. Because I always need to add things to this list of things I need to watch that I never do. think Finn put himself to bed.
Aw.
So I tried to get you a picture the other day. Finn decided he was going to crawl into the tub and do his weird sit sploot
Mm-hmm.
in the tub.
He had a
And
tub
just-
sploot.
He had a tub sploot. The water wasn't running. He wasn't getting a bath. He just
Well, it was
decided he was going to sploot in the tub.
probably, cool.
Yeah. He was just hanging out while I was brushing my teeth and decided he needed to sploot.
Well, when
So,
when you need to
you got
sploot, you gotta
Sploot.
sploot.
Yeah, sploot. Yeah, that's just how we do. I just also could not leave him to go get my camera
Yeah.
because where I go, he goes. That is the life that we live.
Mm-hmm. He is your doggo.
He is my dog. I mean, and you know what that's like. I'm very sure your fluffs don't allow you to venture too far.
I have an entourage.
Yeah. Which on one hand is really great for the ego.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, sometimes I just kind of want to pee by myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a thing. No, the UI is not intuitive at all. That is not just a you thing, it is just not intuitive.
It is very poorly organized. I would like to be able to see all of the DC AU films at once, and they are not organized together. They're organized by what the stories are about, and it's mixed in with live action and other stuff, and I'm like, why? I just want to watch all the DC films in order. Why would you do this to me?
It's also different on your browser versus in the app, which
Yeah.
also is just...
Also very difficult if you want to watch, say, all the Ghibli films.
Yes.
They are also not organized logically.
It happens when you rush out an app before it's ready because you want to be competitive about things that you don't need to be competitive about but should have put some thought into.
Get it together, HBO. Get it together.
Side note, am I the only one who's stupid excited to see Matt Smith? Is it Matt Smith? In the new Game of Thrones House of the Dragon thing? I'm really excited to see him be a Targaryen.
I mean, I'm sort of generally excited about Matt Smith, but I don't know if I can get excited about anything in the Game of Thrones universe anymore.
Yeah, it's rough, but I really want to see what he does. I'm not so excited for the project, but I am really, really excited to see, yes, that is happening. The cast looks pretty cool. They have started filming. And, I'm pretty sure they're reusing Viserys' wig.
Well, I mean, it's not so unexpected.
Not really, no. They made Rhaegar wear the wig.
Yeah. That's
No!
just how Targaryen hair looks.
Sorry, I said they made Rhaegar wear the wig, and all I heard was the line from the Mean Girls musical was, "No, they're both in the costume." And I'll just sit over here by myself. But yeah, so I'm excited because D&D are not involved.
Mm-hmm.
This is a compact story that also has source material that is completed.
Mm-hmm.
But also Matt Smith has really been impressing me lately, so I'm really excited to see what he can do.
I mean, he is great.
He is wonderful. He truly is. So I'm just excited. I'm just excited to see what he's up to. Like I said, there's a lot of talent in it.
Yeah.
It comes out next year. Blah blah blah. His middle name is Robert, and I don't know why that strikes me as weird. Sorry. The wiki has like a whole bunch of things on it.
Yeah, it would. It would.
Yeah. I'm also just like, again, I like period dramas. This is Tozy McGee. I can't remember the character's name. Do we think she wanted to die or she was convinced to hang herself because she was promised a turn? So, I also
mean,
have forgotten her name.
Yeah.
I
think she was willing to. So, there's that guy who talks, right? And he tells people things.
Not Mr. Friendly, but yeah.
And they believe them.
Yes.
So I think that could have been a factor.
He also like was really invested.
Yeah, I also think she would have been happy to die for the cause, but I don't know if she truly knew what the cause was or if she'd just been worked over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Colonel. Yeah, the Colonel.
Yeah, the Colonel. But she was very much a zealot. And you know, the Colonel was willing to sacrifice for the cause as well. And he's the one that does the talking, so
yeah, I'd have to go back and re-watch her scenes because she's not in too terribly many.
She's a true believer, and she was angry at what's her face, Fire Alice,
Annie.
Yeah, Fireball. She was mad at Annie because Annie wasn't a true believer, and she found that offensive.
You mean
so?
Do you mean Mary?
I don't know. Who throws the fireballs?
Annie.
Yeah, that's who I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, she was mad at Annie because Annie was involved with their group.
CC. Quick way to remember. Anne throws the fireballs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. She is a true believer.
So I think she would have done it, but I don't know if they also told her if they were honest with her.
Do this. Yeah. That part I can't be sure about.
Because I think they would lie to her.
Yeah. I think they would lie to her, but I also believe that she would have died for the cause.
I just don't know if they had to.
Yeah. Like if they told her like this is just, you know, how we do this, then I think that maybe she would have done it. But we also don't know, like, there's so much we don't know.
Yeah. And they might explain more.
I hope they explain more. God Christ, I hope they explain more. I have so many questions. I have so many questions. I really like all the rug stacking you're doing.
Thanks.
Just to talk about the build for 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're also doing a build actually.
You're just putting down rugs though, so like I don't really know. Like she seemed eager to go get her own turn. I have trouble believing she knew she would and wanted. Yeah. So there's a series of things. One, she's clearly not totally cognizant of what's happening around her.
She's obsessed.
She is obsessed. She definitely wants her own turn. However, I have not actually seen any reason to believe that anyone can be given a turn.
That didn't get it in the initial.
That didn't get it during the initial thing, or is not developing it naturally. Like so I haven't seen a way to trigger a turn.
And so that in that sense it seems like they may have been lying to her from the start.
Yes, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure that it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's one of those things like if I do this and I make myself whatever, then I could, or I don't know. But I do believe whatever she did willingly. Whether or not she was acting on solid information, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that she did that. Same, maybe she wanted to die because she couldn't have. She could have. She very much could have. Both of those are completely valid interpretations. This is a character that we unfortunately spent less than 10 minutes of screen time with.
Yeah.
Maybe less than 15, maybe if I'm being generous.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so hard to and we didn't even really get too much out of her in that initial scene with Mary. We got I thought
she's a zealot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought we got a lot more of her during her scene with the Colonel later, where they're talking about the my toe itches, which ones, and she says both, and I don't know why, but that struck me. But I felt like we got a little bit more of them out of that interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot there. There's so much there. There's so much to unpack there. The song she sings in the jail is an actual song. For some reason, that makes sense. There was a lot of random songs from this time, so that makes sense. I too thought that this was written for the show, but I like that it's not. I am distressed how spot on it was, though, since they didn't write it for the show.
Well, themes.
Yes, I know, but that it existed out in the universe already is interesting.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah, I guess. Why you do this, Cece? All those not droid things you're putting in there.
Yeah. Should probably leave room for some actual droid stuff.
Oh, so speaking of not droid stuff, and hop, skip, and a jump, because that little containment thingy is one of the rewards that you get for being a scientist. Yesterday in our accidental legacy challenge, we got married.
Oh.
And had a baby.
Uh-huh.
To the sim that Ash suggested, actually, Sergio.
Mm-hmm.
Who hates children.
Oh.
I did not know that till we were married and trying.
Oops.
And he refused.
He refused?
Yeah, he refused to try for a baby.
Oh no.
And they got negative relationship scores. It's fine.
Oh,
it's
my
fine.
goodness.
They got better. It's fine. We still did the thing. It's fine. Because I was not for nothing. This is the whole point of a legacy challenge is to continue a legacy. And if you hate kids, this is gonna be a problem, dude. But because of the new sentiments thing, right?
Uh-huh.
What it's actually turned into is he hates kids, but he's very close to his daughter. So it's very much a children are all terrible except for mine. She is precious and wonderful. And it's really funny because he does not interact, or he gets really squicked out when he interacts with other children.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so he likes his kids, but he hates kids in general.
It was really funny. I think they've done a really good job choosing songs for the show. Yeah, they have done a very good job choosing songs for the show. But yeah, I feel like I felt I could not go on without pointing out that the sim I let chat kind of choose hates for our legacy challenge. Hates children. But it's fine. It's fine. He likes ours,
He
and
likes
that's
his kids. That's
he
all
likes
that's
his.
important.
It's fine. Well, I made him her primary caregiver for her the first few days of her life because I had to go to work and make money.
Oh boy.
It's fine.
That's fine. They bonded.
They bonded. It's
Bonded.
fine. Cut bits and pieces of the stream. How many times has 3? She's been kidnapped by aliens 3. Okay.
Oh.
In The Sims 4, I have never, prior to this stream, been kidnapped by aliens. Never. In the 7 years that this game has been out. Never. In 2 streams, Dusty has now been abducted by aliens 3 times.
Oh boy.
And it's not like, oh, I made the satellite thing and I contact the aliens. No! I love the scientist career track. I play it all the time. Like, all the time. But, like, a lot. It's like my go-to, like, oh, I want to do something a little bit strange. I'm gonna go be a scientist. Like, it's a go-to career of mine.
Mhm.
Yeah, it has been. I realized that the other day, and I had a sad.
Hmm.
But yeah, it came out in 2007. Or 2014, sorry. Came out in 2014. But yeah, Dusty has been abducted by aliens 3 times now.
Wow. It's starting to be like a frequent fire thing.
Yep, sure is. I also don't know what was up with Streamlabs last night because it just decided it was gonna crash and fuck all.
Hmm.
So we actually have 2 videos from the stream last night. There were 4, but 2 of them were like 2 minutes long. So the entire first stream is basically doesn't matter because then it straight up crashed and didn't save. And we did everything over again, but it worked out because we picked up some really great things. We went dumpster diving and made some good money and got our house all situated. But next Sims stream is gonna be rough because Gucci has aged into an elder, and I was not prepared.
Uh-oh.
And I have a feeling that next stream, our cat is going to pass and our husband is going to become an elder,
Oh.
and it's just going to be a rough time.
Oh.
Are you watching Lil Simsy's Nightmare Legacy Challenge?
No, I haven't been watching her Legacy Challenge.
Okay. So she's playing hers on short lifespan,
Oh boy.
which is bonkers.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Basically every other, and I debated doing, I do actually have a legacy challenge that like I've started that I'm trying on short lifespan just to see if I can like get through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough. It's super rough. Like I deliberately did not do that because I watched her go through like shenanigans and I'm like, I can't do this on stream. I mean I could, it'd make for great like chaos. But I can't get emotionally invested in this and then do this on stream. That's bonkers.
Mm.
But yeah, it's going well.
That's good.
Yeah, it's chaos.
Yes.
Pure chaos.
Well, that's the joy. That's the dream, right?
That is the
Chaos.
joy. That is the joy. Chaos. I had decided that since Sergio doesn't really like kids, I won't force him to deal with more than I've called her Heather.
Mm-hmm.
Than just Heather. Heather's life is going to be interesting. I believe she's gonna have to be a politician.
Okay.
Yes, she's gonna be a politician. She can only have 1 child. She's a serial romantic.
Mm-hmm.
And she either has to leave someone at the altar or get married for the first time as an elder.
Huh. Well, that second one isn't gonna work, right? Oh no,
Probably
she can
not.
have a kid out of wedlock.
Yeah, she can get out of wedlock. Yeah,
Yeah.
might be a little rougher, but
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to going back to single income.
Mm.
Shit's expensive.
Yeah.
Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the career, the aspiration, and one of the 3 traits that Simsy has assigned,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like cherry picking some plot elements from them because some of them have plots, some of them do not,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to hit the skills. But This definitely seems like it was something that was intended to play on like long lifespan.
Yeah.
Because it's master. So like Gen 1 was supposed to master the scientist career, complete Chief of Mischief aspiration, and also master the mischief and logic skills, and complete the elements collection. Like that's a
Wow.
lot.
Completing the elements collection takes time.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
It's hard. So I'm kind of like, this is what our goals are if we don't, but I'm not gonna like get too disgruntled if we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's still like a nice like, here's like a goalpost for us to have.
Yeah.
Though if I had known about that planetary one, I think I would have done that because that one looks really fun.
Yeah.
But I found it literally like the day after we started it. Hey there, Sip, what's up?
Hey, Zip.
What's
We're
going on,
building
buddy?
R2D2. Ta-da!
Show him the monstrosity.
Oh, yeah. So, Sip, we decided to build R2D2 this way because Mark was like, can you build R2D2 vertically and make him like 3 or 4 floors tall and like do all the way around and stuff? And I thought, I'll give it a try. I'll just check real quick before the stream to see if this will work. And,
It is an abomination.
it did not. It did not work. This is what we created. It is, hideous.
It is terrifying?
Vaguely R2 shaped and colored.
It really looks more like a popcorn maker.
Yeah.
Which is a vibe. It's not our vibe, but it is a vibe.
Anyway, so I was like, I could do it much cuter if I do it flat. So that's what I did. And so now we're making a house for droids.
Yeah, we're
It's
making
for-
a droid shop.
For droids and people to live together. And right now I'm trying to fill it with droid stuff. I just have to find it.
Oh, they're you know they might be in debug
Oh no, I don't want to go
because
to debug.
because they're the actual items you buy in the park.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, so then I think what I'm gonna do. Why is it showing?
How was work,
There we
Sip?
go. Yeah, how was work? Should put a desk in this build somewhere.
Somewhere, yes. I mean, I suppose you don't have to, but it is probably a good idea.
It's nice to make the builds functional. It's a kind thing to do.
I did not have that problem with my my random build from this weekend
Yeah.
or last weekend. This weekend, I don't even know what day that was anymore.
I never
I think it was
know.
last weekend. I think it was last weekend. I think it was
Yeah.
last Sunday. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
those
that
were
makes
some
sense.
weird packs.
Yeah.
Wait, just 1 minute. Finn's begging to go outside. Just
Okay.
a second.
I found a lock cat. Oh, we're gonna take this Jedi crest. We'll put it over here somewhere. There we go. That looks nice. Alrighty. Is this like some weird alien stuff in here? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what's this? A swamp slug specimen. Okay. And yeah, I feel like so there's no actual a trash can. We need a trash can. This is very important. Okay, so we'll put a trash can here. And I believe this build also needs a mailbox. Just put this over here. Yeah, so what we have here, this half is like a droid depot, so you can come in and commission them to make a droid for you. It's droids making droids in here. That's how we operate. So this is the business side. Work was work. Yeah. That often is the case. So then this is if you ask, like, hey, do you have more in the back or something? They can go through here and they can go out into the back where they have some more like droid assembly things happening out here. And then this is also the door that leads to the living space. And there's a separate entrance to the living space over here. And so in the living space is where they show their rebel colors. This is going to be like an entryway. Yeah, so then this is like a nice kind of hangout space. I put a TV and then I put a bunch of other stuff around it so that it would look more high-tech, because none of the TVs are very like fancy looking, but I wanted it to be a functioning television. Yeah, so there's like some nice space here. I might add I think this would be a good spot for a comfy chair, which I think I'll add right now. Then this is the kitchen. I wanted it to feel cozy, so I put the dining table here, and then there's also seating here. I don't know if I had to do that, because like there's space over here, and I could put it there, but I didn't want to have like a formal dining room. I wanted it to be, this is like a really cozy space, so people eat all together in the kitchen. It might be good to play test that. I've plopped a desk here, and we could put like a computer there. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with this space yet. And then we have a bedroom here. And then the bathroom is here. Yeah, so I've been using Batuu, obviously, and then Ecolife and Island Living together to get kind of because a lot of times if you're not in a spaceship, if you're living on the surface in Star Wars, it's got kind of a low-tech vibe in some ways, mixed with like kind of a grungy high-tech. Yeah, the walls need paint, and also the outside needs to be done because there's no like landscaping. It's just R2 on a green thing. There's a bug. So this is his eye, his little optical thing, and it's a blue square, and then it's a circle rug, but because it's a curve, this is considered one tile, and this is considered one tile, and then these are many tiles. So when I zoom out, the circle rug like clips along the curve, and the other rug clips, so it makes R2 look sad a little bit. It's kind of funny. When you zoom all the way out, he looks sad, but then when you zoom in, he looks okay. But yeah, it's just R2 plopped down on a green lot. How did I achieve the curved walk? I was afraid I was gonna have to use platforms, but you can actually do a curved deck. So this is a deck. I can't put walls here, but as long as I don't put walls, I can have a curved deck, and then on the second floor, I just duplicated it to a second curved deck. So it's two decks on top of each other. And that let me get his curved head. And I didn't have to compromise by doing a hexagon. I could go do a real curve. So I think he turned out nice so far. I think I might want to put a little border around his little blue doodads here. Like maybe this, just because he's got a border around his other stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this down here because I didn't. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, you know what? We'll just work around it. I also haven't put any lights outside of this build. Yeah. Oh, I think that looks nice actually to have them circled that way. Yeah. Yes, the deck can be curved and platforms can be curved. This is a platform. If I put it down, it'll ruin the build, but you know how platforms are. There we go. Yeah, so platform. This platform can be curved. but walls, proper walls, cannot be curved. I wish it weren't so, but given how the game deals with diagonals, see, look,
Might be for the best.
yeah, the roof it put down on this platform,
It's not round.
it's not round. Yeah, so it's weird. But yeah, so what I did was I created a deck, and then I duplicated it and put another deck on top. So it's actually not a roof. It's a deck. And that was how I was able to make that happen. Can I do
Seems like I'm back just in time for one of our favorite Sims discussions.
complaining about the walls?
Yes. Which is valid. Which is so valid.
Loud email to devs curved walls. Yeah. At this point, frankly,
It's-
I'm afraid to ask.
Honestly, maybe in The Sims 5. Who knows? Because they're working on that.
And I wish them all the best. Oh good, it didn't put the freeze inside the house so far.
Yay!
Excellent. Sometimes it likes to put the freeze inside the house, and I don't appreciate this tendency. Oh, it's blue. It's interesting. Oh, that's not going to be good though. And anyway, it should be gray, but it's not the right color gray.
Allegedly, it might
White
be
is
something
best.
might revealed about The Sims 5 in June at E3.
Ooh.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Grain of salt. One of the other sources says it'll be arriving in early 2021.
I have some very specific opinions on what I would like to see in The Sims 5. Yeah.
Better personalities would be nice. Matching color swatches are at the top of my list.
Yeah, I would like
'Cause-
color swatches to match. Also did used to play this game.
And the genetics. I would like my Sims 2 genetics back. Just for reasons. Yeah, Sims 2 genetics is at the top of my list.
Bring back genetics. Yeah, it was nice to make people related. And
Yeah,
oh,
it just...
no. Sorry, still recognizing that as a room. There, okay. Phew. Sorry. We're good, we're good. Crisis averted.
Okay. You terrify me. Yeah, I would like the personalities to be a little bit more distinct. And I desperately want the, desperately want the genetics back.
Mm-hmm.
I do like all the very complicated relationship dynamics you can have in The Sims 4. But that does not substitute my need for, like, you know, genetics to function like genetics. I also want to know why, like, after X however many generations, your Sims, like, no longer have shoulders and chins. I just want to talk to somebody about that. I have some questions and concerns.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just my game and the way that I, like, made my Sims, but apparently this is a thing.
It's a whole challenge.
It is. Lil Simsy, like, was talking about it in her
Tiki Torch.
legacy challenge, and I was just like, I thought this stupid shit was just me. Apparent.
You missed the point by.
I actually really liked the way that Sims 3 did the personalities. I felt like there was a lot there, and the way that it, like, directly affected, like, things I thought was very cool. I feel like they somehow got more generic as in The Sims 4.
So you can assign fewer traits, I feel like, in The Sims 4.
You can.
I
You can
often
assign
wish that
3.
I could add additional traits to make them quirkier.
Yeah.
Or to
I know.
to add something that's missing from their personality.
Yeah, I know that you can gain some traits via, like, growing up as, like, an infant and a toddler.
And through story mode as well.
And through story mode and, like, accomplishing, like, you get, like, stuff for, like, careers and things. But I'm like, that's fine, but, like, that just means, like, that your starting sim is super boring. Because it kind of feels like in The Sims 2, when your Sims got to, like, unlock more whims and wants after they've gone to university. it kind of reminded me of that, and I was like, so what? Like, I can't have those extra things if I don't spend the gameplay time to go do those things. Like, that's not all of my Sims are gonna want to do that. Sometimes I'm not gonna want to do that, and I'm the person controlling the simulation, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I missed the point by it. I just want, like, I just want them to be a little bit less generic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like if you can only pick 3, there's also not totally enough.
Yeah, because after a while, like,
you've run through everything.
You've run through them. I will say that the lifestyles have helped, I think, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They've done, the lifestyles do some cool things. But it's not enough. Like, it just, they're cool, but it's also, 7 years into the game. They're fixing hairstyles and textures and colors 7 years into the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we guys, like, come on. But we're not the only people complaining about this. So, we'll see. I still like it. It's still a lot of fun. I do actually really love The Sims as much as we talk shit about it.
I mean,
yeah, or else we would be playing
it.
Yeah. I just want to be able to do more stuff with it. Hi. Have you decided to come back and join me? No, you're fucking with the cat. Okay. You just mess with the cat. You just mess with the cat until you get punched in the face there, bud. I was like, oh, maybe Finn wants to come hang out with me. Nope.
Aww.
Wants to torment a cat.
He wants to torment a cat.
That's just how we live our lives here.
Alright. It's also the only game in town that is like this.
It's actually not, though.
Yeah, I think
so there are a couple
personas or something.
Yeah, it's like a para something or
Paralife?
persona. Paralife, yeah. There's Paralife, and there's one other one I forget the title of it.
One they just released. It's like a town creator.
Yeah, but none of them have this level of resources. But there are a couple. There are a few. But like, even the people who play them are like, but if you want support or to be able to do kind of like these heavy lifting things, like, and to be able to do them on a regular basis, it's The Sims.
Yeah.
But there are a couple games out there with some slightly different flavors and some slightly different play styles. But I also don't think that they have any modding communities.
Oh yeah.
Which
is a shame
I have not.
because I stopped modding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it important? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. Next
Okay.
week we're gonna finish this build. We're gonna
Okay.
add paint to the walls.
You don't even paint the walls yet?
No, I haven't painted the walls yet.
I didn't even notice.
I just put in floors.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not sure how I feel about them yet.
Okay.
So yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna
well,
paint
we
the
can
walls.
think about it.
Yeah, and then we're going to finish the outside.
Do a little landscaping and decoration.
Do a little landscaping, but this is what we have so far.
It looks really cute. Honestly, you got his shape down.
Yeah, I like how much it looks like R2 even when you're inside and the colors are all wrong.
Yeah, like it's still like recognizably an R2 shape.
Yeah, and Ethan has his little like bottom
His
part.
little, his thruster.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like what the point of that is, but I assume that that's part of the bit that like docks into the X-wing.
Yeah. So, yeah, and
but
then
also
inside...
he uses it to fly sometimes.
Yes, that's how he gets upstairs, I think.
No, he's got little propulsion jets on the inside as well.
Okay. Well, he's a very advanced droid.
Yes. Well, he was on the Queen's ship.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a very special droid.
Yeah. actually don't think that quite works there. There's enough other ones that
He's like, we're done, but also let me make these changes.
Yep. Anyway, about we're super duper done.
We will be back on Tuesday, where I will be playing Mass Effect for the very first time.
Yeah, so that'll be exciting.
Very excited. As I said at the top of the stream, I've only ever played Andromeda, just because that's yes, Finn, no one cares. That's just how it worked out. That's the game that I had access to play, or that my computer would handle. So I'll be playing Mass Effect for the first ever, the Legendary Edition released on Friday, and I'll be running through that. And it's sure to be a riot. If you caught any of my Control streams, I'm going to assume it's going to be like that. Like I said, I know basically nothing other than Garrus is the internet's collective space boyfriend.
I've never played Mass Effect, and I feel like I'm missing out. I thought that the story and characters in Mass Effect were really cool.
Everything I've heard about Mass Effect has led me to believe that it is something that I would truly love. And I just have never I've just never really been in a place where I could sit down and play it. So I'm very excited, because I know when I start playing this game, I'm just going to love it forever. I will finish Control. I will probably finish Control after Mass Effect. And the reason for that is we actually impulse played Control. But the plan has been, since they announced the Legendary Edition back in, I think, December or January, that we were going to play Mass Effect when it came out, and that we were going to play something else until then, but that once that happened, that's what we were going to play. After Mass Effect, we'll go back to Control. Or possibly we'll pick up Control on a different day or something, but I am going to finish Control. It's just a matter of what time works out and what my wrists and brain really allow for. Yeah, I've played Andromeda. I really liked Andromeda. I have been told that it is the inferior game. I really love Andromeda, and I'm gonna probably continue to love Andromeda because it's the first game I played, but I'm very excited to see what this game is and what it's about. So that's gonna be Tuesday, and I don't know if you've got anything planned for Saturday yet, Cece?
No.
No, okay.
No plan. But
Okay.
I will do something. I'm gonna try to play another indie game on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just haven't figured out which one.
If Cozy Grove is out, I think you'd like Cozy Grove.
Yeah,
If Cozy Grove is for PC.
Enjoyed playing Luna, because it was like it was one shot. It was basically one Saturday, and it finished. So that was a good experience. So I'm looking for, and also I'm looking for something like that, and also something with a pretty hand-drawn animation and stuff. So I'll do a little research and we'll see what I encounter.
Did you remember that this Saturday was you, or did I just throw you under a bus?
No, I didn't. I knew next Saturday was gonna be me.
Okay.
But I often just don't think that far ahead.
Okay. Fair enough.
to that's like 6 whole days from now.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna try and send you this game. It does look like it's on Steam, and I've seen a couple people play it, and I feel like you would really, really like it. Every single person has described it as a mix between Spiritfarer and Animal Crossing.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I also had a game in the queue called When the Past Was Around. I just wasn't sure if that was going to be a good stream game or not. It seemed like it might be. I mean, so Luna was point and click, and then I was worried that it wasn't like a, quote, a real game, unquote.
Right.
But it was. It was mostly a puzzle game, so I think When the Past Was Around was kind of similar. So I might try that out, too. But yeah, definitely send me the game that you found.
Yeah. So I sent you the description, which says the title in it, because for whatever reason, Steam doesn't want to let me link. But it says, welcome to Cozy Grove, a game about camping on a haunted, ever-changing island. As a spirit scout, you'll wander the island's forest each day, finding new hidden secrets and helping soothe the local ghosts. With a little time and A lot of crafting, you'll bring color and joy back to Cozy Grove.
This does seem like
Your
like the game
aesthetic.
I would like, yeah.
Yeah. So I saw someone play it. I was like, oh, I gotta tell
Oh,
Cece.
it's by Spry Fox. I'm familiar with this studio. What if I played by Spry Fox?
That's a question. What have you played by
I
Spry?
believe it's a mobile game. Oh! I play a ridiculous game called Triple Town. And
Okay.
I play another game called Alpha Bear. Triple Town is a typical...
These look like games for you.
They're mobile games. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually been playing Alpha Bear a lot recently. And it's
Okay.
it's like a word matching game. And you collect different
Okay.
kinds of bears that help you make words. Yeah. So I'm
Fair enough.
familiar with the studio, and I've liked some other games by them. So
When the Past Was Around also looks really, really cute. I would
Yeah.
honestly be really into watching you play either of these.
no, she said ghosts. She said ghosts, Zippin. Yeah, so I might do either one of those. I think When the Past Was Around is a closed game, so it has a definitive ending. It looks like Cozy
It's a
Grove
little more
might be an
open-ended.
open game. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I might play When the Past Was Around first, and then try this out if I'm looking for something longer.
Yes. I also just send you all the sad-looking games I find now.
That is my jam.
That is your jam.
Alrighty.
All right. So we will see you all here Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
where I will lose my mind and spend half the stream in character creator. So just be ready for that, because that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be what's gonna happen, and I'm very excited because like I said, I really enjoyed Andromeda, and I know, yeah.
I'll be back Saturday with The Past Was Around, and then we'll both be back Sunday to finish off R2.
Me too.
And
We should get R2 alert.
so have a great night and a great week, and until we see you next, stay super.
Stay super, guys. Have a good one.